What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's good. And we're here to discuss about another loss, unfortunately. Still no back-to-back wins in the Premier League. Brighton just own us, basically. Bottom line is Brighton should be called Brighton Old Trafford. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be called Old Trafford anymore, man. Just call it the Brighton ground. You know what I mean? What do they call it? Amex Stadium, man. It's absolute joking, mate. Dancing, singing. You know what I mean? It's a joke, man. I can't believe it. 3 wins for Amorim out of a possible, I don't know how many. And yeah, man, we are where we are for a reason. Brighton didn't even play good today. I don't think so for me. I think they could have been well better than that. But again, what did I say, guys? It doesn't, you'd have to play well to beat Man United. And yeah, we're going to discuss it all. Please hit the like button. 1.4K. Bloody hell, man. I know you're here to just see our demise, but the least you could do is hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to everyone's channels in the panel. We got Ash, we got Staffy, and we got Double A. Double A nearly got beef with the security over his oh man, it's crazy. They listen, beef on and off the pitch, man. It's like, yo, what's going on, man? Double A, man, what's going on?
Hey, I nearly asked them to meet me in the car park, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is that.
What happened?
So obviously, like you, DJI camera, mate, get in the ground every single week with it. As I was leaving, obviously sometimes for the vlogs, I film me leaving the stadium, and then some security guard, some woman, like not like a normal security, the one that lets you in, that pats you down. She had a different color vest on. Started going, excuse me, I said you couldn't come in with that, bro. I've never met this woman in my life. I said that wasn't me. Yeah, I told you.
Must have been me, you know.
Do you think it was, bro? It had to be you. Nah. So I said, listen. I said it wasn't me, and she went, yeah, it was. So I said, okay. So what entrance was it then? If it was me, and unluckily for me, she actually got the right one, the one that I come in. But I said, listen, nah. Some Asian brother patted me down, and I walked straight in. No one's ever told me I can't bring it in. She was like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. It was you. I said, I'm telling you now. Listen to me. I've never laid eyes on you ever. I've never seen you. I said, I've no reason to lie if I'm in with it. So she was going. So there's a CCTV camera behind me. She's going, well, if that camera tell me I'm lying? I said, that camera will make you like an utter fool. You're going to look like an utter fool because I've never, ever seen you. It wasn't me. I got in with it. No one's ever said anything. Leave it at that. And then she started going. So I'd stepped out by this time. Yeah. So I was outside the actual gate and she goes, right, give me your ticket information. So I said, fuck off. And I just walked off, bro. I said, listen, you ain't catching me out. I ain't giving you my information for men to try and ban me from Old Trafford. You ain't got a chance. So
the one who's banned, man. The one who's banned.
Yeah.
So anyone who likes the vlogs, that might be the last one because I don't know if I'll get it again. But hey, listen, I'm telling you, man, it was as if it couldn't get any worse on the pitch. It gets worse off the pitch as well.
Yeah,
joke.
Where do we actually start today, man? I don't even know where to start, man. Like, do we talk about Onana being a muppet? You know, do we talk about the fact that our attack is the worst we've ever seen? Do we talk about the fact that people are already hammering out? Do we talk about the fact that people are talking about Ten Hag? Revisionism? Really? You know,
never
revisionism?
No.
Like, genuinely, man. Like,
no.
We are in big trouble, man. But Ash, big up Flawless, man. I'll start with you, bro. Obviously, you were there, man. We didn't really were confident before the game. It's a bit of a laugh and a joke and that with the lads and that, you know what I mean? Just trying to say sane, but how do you sum up that? Obviously, you were on the Bobby Charlton stand, man. Like, how did you sum it up? Amorim, how his feeling was, and yeah, man, talk to me, bro.
It's been same old, hasn't it? Do you know what I mean? Every game we go to Old Trafford these days, we're starting slow. No intensity. And Mazraoui fell off a cliff. Like, what happened to him, man? Like, you know, we went from calling him signing the season from now to have a bit of a shaky spell, and I don't know. For me, it all boils down to Maguire. Honestly, like I can't see this man in my team 2024-25. It's madness. The fact that we've got Maguire in the team, the amount of space that it creates in the midfield. When Agati and Mainu want to push forward and press, Maguire can't follow that up. He's not got the ability to. And Amorim alluded to this. He said this in a press conference. He said that, you know, he needs a centre back who can follow the press. You know, can play up high. You saw. Was it Veltman? Veltman today, and who's next to Veltman? High lines.
Yeah, Van Heck.
Just high lines. You just pressing them in, squeezing them in. We've got no opportunity to do that because it starts from the system, the full 11. And if you can't have the centre backs pressed up high, then you can't. The midfielders can't either, and then the attackers. So it creates so much space in the middle, and there's just so much I could talk about, and it's frustrating, man, because nothing. We were going. Yoro struggled. Mainu again. Agati had to be hooked. I don't like you said, Saeed. You know, Ineos aren't supporting it. I just come away from that, and I'm flustered. I'm flustered with it all because I'm just. Ed's gone, especially after the Southampton game where we spent 80 minutes doing nothing, getting played off the park against Southampton, to then rely on Ahmad to go and pull out a hat trick out of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? And then that you'd hope would be a kick up the arse to the players to go, right, Brighton, we can't start like that again, boys. Listen, we've got to be at it now. We saw what happened at Southampton against Brighton. They're a good team. Started again, first 5 minutes, one ball over the top, ball across from Matoma, goal. I'm sat there on the south stand, just looking around like this is normal now, and it shouldn't be. Like where has it got to? Just frustrated, just frustrated.
No, you're right. That's a damning thing. Is that it's normal, innit? It's normal. You know what I mean? Like coming out second half, normal just to be slow and just ponderous, players walking around like they don't really care. You know, players just hoofing it. You know what I'm saying to you, but they're telling me to respect Bruno Fernandes. Cool. Where are you now? Nah, I'm being petty now, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, they want me to respect players after what? 2 games? I'm not respecting nobody, bro. These players think they can play at Arsenal and Liverpool and then think you got to put your feet up, man. No. These are the sort of games. I didn't celebrate against Southampton. Why did I not celebrate? You know me, guys. I'm normally the one to celebrate the most. I did not celebrate that Southampton win. I had people in my mention saying, but you got to celebrate. It's about being a fan. No, because these lot are bluffing us. That Brighton game today, yeah, they played in second gear. I think the manager talked about it today. He goes, I don't think that was our best performance. You know, but today, they're strolling around here, getting the ball between the lines. Nobody's pressing them. Nobody's charging them. You know, people are just walking around the football pitch. It's not good enough, man. And ultimately, you know, these guys need to be dropped. You need to drop them,
need to be sold, bro. You need just all contracts. All contracts terminated, bro. Like we said, me and you were talking outside the ground. We'd have, barring one or two, maybe 3 players, get rid of the fucking lot of them. They're absolute.
Well, only Ahmad, man. Only Ahmad is the one that
I think that. Mainu and Yoro. I have to give them some.
Oh, Mainu needs to fix up, man. Mainu needs to fix up. I'm sorry. Mainu needs to fix up, man.
I hear you, but like, you can't say you want him sold for bad.
No, I'm not saying it's sold, man.
No, I'm not saying you, but I heard that today.
Sold, man.
Not you. But I heard that outside the ground today. We need to sell Mainu. I heard that outside the ground.
You don't fit what we're trying to do. I'll be honest with you. I look at Mainu.
What are you going to do, Si? You're going to sell everyone that doesn't fit?
Sorry?
You're going to sell everyone that doesn't fit?
What do you mean?
You're saying it doesn't fit what we're trying to do. You're going to, because we spoke about this, the likelihood you get another manager that plays a back 3 compared to a manager that plays a back 4. If Amorim doesn't work, what's the likelihood we're going to get a manager that plays the way Amorim does?
You know what? Actually, pretty high, you know, Musa, because we go for Nagelsmann after the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? And there, bam, there's a 3-5 too.
No, I'm just saying, what's the likelihood? Like with all the managers, if he goes to someone else and someone else is struggling, I just feel like when you look at the amount of managers that actually play with a back 3, the likelihood is if Man United get a next manager, he's going to play a back 4. I'm just saying there's some players like Mainu who might not be working now, but you can't just afford to get rid of them because the team as a whole is going to need them. We don't know what's going on with Amorim.
No. But I think for me, it's not working. This experiment in midfield, it's not working. They cannot. For me, I got Ugarte. He looks like he's flipping ran about 20 marathons. You know what I mean? In a row since joining Man United, yeah. And Mainu, who just isn't.
But maybe Ugarte is the problem side with Mainu. Maybe the partnership of Ugarte doesn't work with Mainu because besides besides tackling, what else does Ugarte do?
No, but the thing is, though, we got to remember in that 2 system, yeah, it's not really about.
You just can't be a tackler. Besides tackling, you can't just be a tackler for this club. Besides tackling, what does he bring? Because you have to do a bit more.
I actually think he was our best ball progressor today in the part. I think he was getting the ball forward more than anyone else.
Yeah,
and I'm saying this.
It's Maguire, man.
And I'm saying bro. I also, Ash, that is fucking wild. That
I'm
team,
saying it's Maguire. Listen, Maguire's got to be there. He's got to be behind him. Your centre-back's got to be right behind the guy.
Now Old Trafford today, and the first person you blame is Maguire. I'm sorry. I'm not Maguire's fan.
Listen, with 2024, we're still playing the man. He's getting ran past in the box.
And I agree
he's
with
poor aerial. He's poor positionally. And we're relying on him. And we're giving him new contracts.
Over all them players, Bruno, who I think Bruno today must have been doing charity for LA.
Bruno was awful.
Hollywood Ball FC all day long. That's all he was doing. Bro, there was a lot more players. And I agree with you. Maguire should not be starting for us, but at this moment in time, he's the least of our problems in this team. Yeah. We've got a midfield that's like lesbian sex, no penetration whatsoever. Like I'm sick to death.
Damn, Jesus Christ.
I'm sick to death of seeing this team, bro. Like I'm fed up with him, mate. Fed up with him, bro.
Industry.
See you later, man. That is time out.
Hey, people, right there, that is a double A smash. That's why double A is one of the most underrated and unappreciated content creators. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah, go subscribe.
Subscribe, exactly that. One of the most underrated, without doubt. That is a bar. That is a bar. You will not hear a better.
I don't want to say, man.
A better example. You will not hear a better description of a midfield.
You know what I mean? That is the extreme version of what I would say. You know what I mean? As much as he's moving wild, it's kind of low key true. Like the midfield is nothing.
But we've all accepted, that this team isn't the best team. We've all accepted that. But we've also accepted, like, one of the things I'll say is this side is that when Amorim came in and he saw the squad, he saw where we finished, he saw what Ruud van Nistelrooy done. Yeah, how many goals he scored, how many goals we conceded in them 4 games that we had Ruud. He would have seen all of that, and not in his wildest dreams would he have said, I can't finish in the top 10 with this team. There would have been levels of guarantees where he comes in, he sees what we're doing, he looks at the team and he thinks, cool, we might not win anything, but I'm definitely finishing in the top 10 or the top half of the league with this squad. You come in and we're just comfortably sitting around 15th and you're not moving anywhere. So you have to start looking at the manager, not to say that we won him out. We have to say that, and he said this himself, he says that he needs to help the team in situations when they're finding it difficult. Then we look at the stats and we say to ourselves, we score more goals when we have Anthony on that right-hand side of Ahmad. That's just one of the stats that he can look at. Whenever he plays Mazraoui and Delo, the team don't score goals. We're struggling against Southampton. He brings on Anthony, flipping Ahmad has a brace. He just gets goals. We don't know what it is, but he sees that it works and things happen.
There's no way we're giving Anthony props for that.
No, but I'm just saying the stats don't lie. You can't look at what was it? The stat we saw.
What's that? He missed the sitter. What you mean? That hat-trick had nothing to do with
We're talking about how the team is able to develop and push the ball forward when he's on the pitch. We're talking about the way he's able to open his body because his left side is a left-footed player, and how he's able to play off Ugarte.
I hear you, but don't you think that also ties into the other subs that we made in that game as well? Not necessarily.
No, because the stats. No, I'm just saying we saw. The problem is the stats show.
I agree with you to an extent with that. About that.
Well, I'm not even pro Anthony, but when I look at the stats, saying cool, when this guy's on, they've scored like 12, 13 goals. When he's off. And it's flipping Delo and Mazraoui, they've scored 0. And then we say, oh, it's not Anthony. Then what is it? Because we know he likes to play 2 two wing
didn't
backs
score
are both
zero
left-footed. He likes two left-footed wing backs. He wants a left-footed wing back on the left and one on the right. We don't have that. The only two players that if push came to shove, he would have to play Ahmad on the left as a wing back rather than play him on the right, and then play Anthony to kind of build the type of system that he wants. But this Mazraoui and flipping Delo thing.
I said, yeah. Oh, sorry, it's good. I said, yeah, the biggest issue at Man United is fullbacks. But I keep getting told, no, we need a striker. Brother, we need fullbacks.
It's not one or the other. It's
the urgency.
Because the reason why, because you know what happens when Diallo plays wing back, then we have to. Who's the 10s?
No, but what Diallo shows you is that when you play wing back, you're a defender, midfielder, and a striker. He's scoring goals from the wing back. Wing backs in this system.
I agree.
Score goals.
That's not the dispute. What you're saying makes sense. I'm not arguing against you playing an attacking player there. So whether it's Anthony or whether it's Diallo, I am with Anthony playing there. But I don't think it makes a world of difference that people make out, number one. And number two, then the 10 area becomes an issue. Because I'll ask it again. If you take Diallo out of the 10, you are playing Bruno, Garnacho there. It's awful.
Diallo scored a hat-trick.
Anthony, Musa, let me ask you then. We take Diallo out of there. Who's the 2 10s?
It doesn't matter to me because he scored a hat-trick from a wing-back position.
No, but he didn't. He scored it from the 10. What are we doing?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
No,
what you don't understand.
Musa, but we're not going to play Southampton every week, who are the worst side.
No, but what I'm trying to say to you is our wing-backs, what I'm trying to say is our wing-backs get up and down the whole length of the pitch. So they will find themselves in the 10 position.
I agree with you. I am not disputing what you are saying about attacking players at wing back. That I agree with, without doubt. We need one, but no, because one, strikers can create for them. If you get a better striker, one, he can create for himself, and two, he can create for others. So what we talk about? How does a better striker not help the forward line? That's like saying getting a better centre back doesn't help the defensive line. My point is, who's the 2 10s? If we take Diallo out to play in 10, I hear you.
Okay, let's an
There's a problem. Who's the 2 10s? Tell me.
Okay, say for an example, we play up front. Say we play Zertsky. Yeah. We play Højlund. This is just argument set. Okay. And then Bruno. That's horrible. It's horrible. But I'm just saying, when you've got 2 goal-scoring wing backs, it makes a difference.
Who's the 2 goal-scoring wing backs?
I'm just saying if we get another one, because we got.
We all know we need one, but we're talking about what we are at right now. Because the whole conversation started with your point, which I agree with.
Now
we need to play someone at
right now. How bad these two are? Right now, how bad Mazraoui and Delo are? I play Anthony and Ahmad as our wing backs right now.
But then who's playing the 10s? Then the central area becomes. We've seen it against Southampton.
Anthony's leaving, man. Anthony's leaving right now, guys.
No.
Anthony's going to Real Betis anyways.
Southampton are an awful outfit. They are a championship. They are a championship.
I just don't want to be a back 5. I prefer to be a back 3.
You.
So anything that's not going to make us a back 5, I think the back 5.
You're eradicating a problem, and then we're just creating another one.
Yeah, no problem. You know why I say that? We said we had a solid defense, and I think Mazraoui on the right at the back of the 3 is much better than what he's shown us now. Everyone's trying to say Mazraoui, but I think you put him on the right side at the back of the 3, it's going to be more solid, more shored up. So I think we can get a back 3 that are solid enough to play a good game. What we need in front of those back 3 for me, in front of them, have to be just as solid. I think we have to build the team progressing from the back. We can't try to build the front and then leave the big holes in the middle of the pitch. I feel like we just have to get the best that we can. And yes, we might struggle up front. I'm not going to say that we're going to get goals, but we're struggling for goals anyway. But when I see Mazraoui and Delo, it's just an issue, man.
It's an issue. It stinks, but again, and that is a problem. But today, that wasn't the reason we lost the game today.
Yeah,
the individual errors is what cost us. That's what it is. Like the first goal, for instance, that's a straight ball over the top. Mazraoui got to track that. That's nothing to do with
Maguire's got to step up. Maguire's too deep.
Even if Maguire steps up, but I'm on Mazraoui. You know why? Because Maguire is. You know what I'm saying? He knows Mazraoui is the better centre back, or the better player, the better defender. He is a better centre back. You know where go with Matoma. Don't let him go. I
think every time. I think when the manager has a stat of like 300 minutes of Mazraoui and Delo with no goals, and you keep on starting that, and that's what it's telling you.
Well, I don't know. Saying it was 0 goals because that's not the issue. We scored 3 goals with them playing in the Liverpool and Arsenal game, so that's factually incorrect.
Now, who came on?
Lose because the wing backs did that.
In
I
the
agree
Liverpool
with you.
game,
I thought
who
them was
came
strong.
on?
Sorry?
Who came on in the Liverpool game?
What do you mean who came on?
Anthony didn't come on.
I don't remember the subs, but I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, when, I'm just saying,
Did Anthony play the Liverpool game? I actually can't remember.
What we're saying is, when you look at
the
the games, a lot of the times we start with these lot and nothing happens, like the Southampton game. He makes a change of bringing Anthony on, who's a bit more attacking, who's more comfortable with the ball. Technically, he's sound. We're not going to go like technically Anthony's not sound. He draws players in. He attracts a lot of fouls. He's able to lay the ball off. The ball sticks with him. It's not like he gets the ball and it's going all over the place. Every time he makes that change, we become more attacking.
No, last game, the reason why he scored a hat-trick is because we brought on, what's his name, Eriksson and Xerxes. This had nothing to do with Anthony.
Well, when the stats are there, the one thing is, why are you going to overlook the stats that is there that in free?
Overlooking the fact that it wasn't him, just because he was coincidentally on the pitch the same time.
You think that's a coincidence?
No, but you know what?
It had nothing to do with him. It was Xerxes.
Can I just say, by the way,
no one said this. Why are we pretending that?
That game, though, Si, we spoke about this before the game. 9 games before that, we spoke about it. We said that they've had 300 minutes together and they've scored 10 goals.
I hear it.
But that's not the reason.
He said it's a coincidence. So the data is just a coincidence.
No, but it's not the reason why we didn't win.
No,
today.
but I'm
That's
just
what
saying. And then he makes the same sub again in the Southampton game, and we go and get a hat trick.
That was
he didn't do anything with the hat trick because he was on
Eriksson
the pitch. Doesn't mean he did anything.
It wasn't just Eriksson and Xerxes, you know, because Ahmad got triple team today. Do you know what I mean? He had 3 players on him. Do you know what I mean? You bring Anthony on, that does create a little bit of separation.
I understand that the notion of having an attacking wing.
We're not saying Anthony plays good.
But it has nothing to do with
it. Just creates separation. It just gives defenders something else to think about, and
we are
more space.
With the two defensive wing backs. We are
worse for it.
Massively worse.
But I don't think it's the major difference that people are making out, and it's not what we lost today.
No, we're not saying that.
The game to us.
But it pushes us back. It massively pushes us back.
We don't score goals.
I get the notion of that.
Those goals today.
I thought against Southampton we needed to bring in an attacking wing back because we're supposed to bring the game to them. Today, I'm not looking at the wing backs and saying we're the reason why you guys were sitting deep. It's because of how Brighton were and how they bring the ball to us. Look at that second half. We couldn't control the ball. They brought the game to us anyways. And you have people like Minty and what's his name, Mitoma playing on their flanks. Of course, we're going to struggle, bro. I mean, you can push up.
We had one shot all game. You can't tell me it's not attack. We had one shot all game. You can't say it's not attack.
It's because I'm trying to put it down to our quality. The team today that we played against were more technically sound than us. They had the ball more than us. Even all the second balls, they won it.
But an attacking wing back forces their players back, mate. Because when you got two defensive,
they had no threat. When
you got two
guys, he don't rate Anthony. Can we just?
It's not about Anthony. It's not about
Anthony. We just need more attacking intent.
Because it could have been Garnacho on the left. That's an attacking.
Yeah, we're talking about an attacking wing back.
Garnacho wing back.
But
you're missing a point.
You're taking the name. We're talking about what they offer. They're not a defensive. They're not a fullback converted to a.
They make the players. They make
converted to.
I understand that, but he doesn't have the IQ to play there, bro. You've got to.
Neither does Stallone. Neither does Mazraoui. They're both bullshit there.
No. Listen, guys. Yeah. Anthony is on his way to Sevilla in the next couple of hours. He does not rate him. Nor does he rate. Hold on a minute. Nor does he rate Casemiro. He doesn't rate them. Yeah, just forget about it. We beat Southampton, cool, but it's Southampton. They're the bottom of the league. Our problem is, when we play against these level of teams, we lack. This is the big guys. We lack build-up play. We lack cohesion in midfield. We have nothing in the 10 role. It's a collective.
Brighton's not Southampton side. This is why I'm fuming. Brighton, stylistically, is more of an Arsenal than Man City because they're coming to play. So it should have went in our favour. We should have set up the way we set up against City and Arsenal because Brighton is not a flipping Southampton. Stylistically,
we kind of did. We kind of did.
Yeah, Brighton weren't great going forward. They had we had one shot on target. They had three shots on target.
Free shots. They didn't have to worry about us going forward. That was the big issue. They didn't have to worry about us going forward.
But we'd all take that. If a team was coming to OT and we all got told before the game they're gonna have 3 shots on target, we're taking that all league games out.
Yeah. Well, if we're gonna have one and it's a penalty.
No, of course, that's not what. Of course, if you add that in, Musa, but I'm talking about us from a defensive standpoint and as a team. The point I'm making is it wasn't the be all and end all. The wing back. Do I agree that it's an area that needs to be addressed? Yes. And you mentioned just before, Musa, about
But
holes
they didn't have to
in the
get
side.
out.
We got holes everywhere. And if you take
Yeah, they
Diallo
didn't even
out
have
of
to
the
get
10,
out of third gear. See, Brighton, they didn't have to get out of
They
third
didn't
gear.
get out of third gear.
and that's been
And
a
that's our
common
problem.
theme. Teams beating us when we've not been at our best. But if you take Diallo out of the 10, who are you playing in the 10? That's then a problem area.
I'll be honest as well.
What,
I have to say one thing about Diallo, and on the other side as well, they're not even playing in the 10, bro. They're playing as wingers still.
Or
so
wingers,
still,
should I say?
I'm sick of seeing Ahmad on the fucking touchline when we're getting the 10. They're not in the 10, so they're not even offering anything to the striker.
Create that space, though. He has to create the space.
But that's what the wing backs for, and this is the problem because they're not getting to the byline. They're not pushing out. This is what I'm saying. Delo and Mazraoui aren't doing it, bro. They're not pushing forward enough. And
well, Ineos is bringing two fullbacks in January. We need two fullbacks. Listen, our problems go deeper than fullbacks. We don't have players here. You see today, Beleva, the ball in, and in behind to Mitoma. We don't have someone that can do that. We don't have someone that can get the ball. You see, what's his name today? The left back today. When he played that ball in between the lines, it went past Ugarte and Mainu. Like, bro, just look at the whole team. It's broken. It is absolute. The fundamentals in this team are broken. We're literally putting square pegs around all. I think.
Do you think Brighton are better than us? Do you think they're a better team?
Yes, football team. 100%. Yes.
So there you go.
100%.
100%.
Does anyone here think that we're better than Brighton?
Sorry? No, but we should. No, but we should be able to.
Not what should.
We're not better than Liverpool.
Yeah,
we're not better than Arsenal.
teams should be at their best to beat us. That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
if we lost to Brighton and they were at their very best and they were flying on the they 10 out of 10 on the day, you hold your hands up and go, you know what? They wasn't today. That's what makes it so annoying. And the goals we gave up. Like I said, that should be the talking point today.
I don't think we gave them goals. Flawless. So when you mentioned the first goal, The first goal was multiple mistakes. Number one, we're giving the center back too much time on the ball, so we didn't press them. He makes a very good pass. Mazraoui gets caught asleep. Obviously, Maguire was behind the line, so he keeps him on side, and then no one recovers with. I think it was Mitte that scored.
It was Mitoma.
That's multiple mistakes. That's why I'm not looking at it. I'm like, it was one individual. It's a collective mistake, which reminds me again. This team is not good enough. What was it? Was it the second goal or the third goal? Minta. I don't even think Delo knows that his winger is left-footed because it looks like he's showing him the left because he knows he's right-footed. And I'm looking at that. I was like, wait, he could cross it right now. Did you do your research? Do you know who you're marking today? Because he usually defends well against left-footed wingers. He allows them to cross it. Mistake number one. The ball is low-key floating in there for a while. Onana doesn't come out.
Yeah, Onana could come and try and do something.
Mazraoui, again, doesn't look over his shoulder.
And Mazraoui
scores it. So it's collective mistakes again, which is why I'm telling you guys again, and I'm asking you this. Who do you think is a better team? Because I today expected to lose. And this is why I don't get the outrage every time. Of course, we're upset that we're losing. No one wants to lose. But I feel like every time we lose, we sit here and we remember how shit we are. We'll get a decent result. We'll get hyped up. And then when we lose again, we get surprised.
You know what it is? You know why it is?
We're not 14th in the league. We're not 14th. That's where I said I'm not going to get gaslit. We're not 14th in the league, crap. I agree.
And also, Staffy again is. I hear what you're saying in regards to Brighton being better. For me, it's the way we lost. Like I'll say again, if they was 10 out of 10 today, and they had all their players were 8, 9, 10 out of 10, I go first. Say that again.
They dominated us in the second half.
Yeah, they did. Bro, that's the problem. You know what? That lies in there's the problem. Losing to Brighton is one thing. Being dominated by Brighton at home is a different. That shouldn't happen. And not at their best. I'm sorry, that's unacceptable.
No, that's fine. I agree. That's where they haven't even had a great run coming into this game. I just know they're better than us.
There's things that we've overlooked
and on the pitch. But here's the thing: I don't think we were one wing back away from winning today. I don't think we were 1 or 2 changes away. I just look at this team and I get reminded again. And this is why I had this debate with you last time. Say it on your channel. We're just not that good. When you said last show, you were like,
not that good, we're not that good, but what position should we be finishing? I just want to understand.
Expected points last season had us 15th, and we're sitting in 14th. So maybe we should have listened to the stats last season.
No. Let's be on. Let's hear it because when we finished 8th, we said this team is better than 8th, and that was under rubbish Eric Ten Hag. Where should we be finishing with this team? No matter what manager's in here, or whether we don't even have a manager and we just send out an 11 every flipping game.
I'm concussed, man.
We tell them to get on with it. I don't want to hear that we're bottom half.
That's
Yeah, I
what
don't
I
want to hear that
We're a top 10
We're
side.
top 10
Yeah,
side.
top 10.
Probably
And my
10,
thing is,
And-
we're
and-
top 10
and-
side.
And how many points are we off 10th? What we are? What was it? 3-4?
This
But
guy-
based on what I've
Yeah,
seen since
would have been-
Amrin's been here,
flawless
and
allowing,
what
man.
he's trying to
Right.
do,
No,
I
I'm
don't see us
backing.
getting
No,
in the
I'm
top 10.
backing Moose's point in regards to we're not too far off where we're at, but performances still
7
need to be.
points.
A
7
thing.
points.
There's a way to lose.
That's
You
7
should not be
points. I
getting
just don't see
dominated at
us.
home by like we not
7
rolled
could be
over, but-
10 by next weekend.
Wait, 10
Yeah.
points off 10th.
No, 7, but could be 10 by next weekend because we play
Fuck,
Fulham.
you know. Okay.
Ah,
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I don't see it.
maybe
And
we are the
problem I
14th
have-
best team in the league, man. Maybe we are.
We're not the amount of goals we're conceding from corners, yeah. The amount of goals that we're conceding, the amount of changes that we've had since the managers come in. I'm saying there are things that you have to do to protect yourself, and the manager speaks well and he means
No,
well.
I agree.
And he's
I
trying
agree.
to deliver. Yeah, and he means
I
well. He
agree.
speaks well. But it's a
I
thin
agree.
line between being a genius and being insane.
I'll tell you what, you know what it is? Musa. Shall I tell you why for me, the manager kind of for me is a bit, I need to question you, is the Kobe Mainu and the Bruno situation. That's where for me the managers kind of got. The fullbacks, I don't think we have fullbacks that are there. We need to buy some, yeah? There ain't there. For me, it's Kobe Mainu and Bruno Fernandes. If you are not going to play Bruno and Kobe Mainu, yeah, bench him. Yeah, if you're not going to play him in the 10 role, bench him. The use of Kobe Mainu in the 6 is absolutely, honestly, bro, it is non-existent.
I said, who are we gonna play?
Hold on,
Who are
hold
we
on a
gonna
minute. Let me land. That for me, the manager there has to sort it out and be like, right, Bruno Fernandes is not a left 10. Mainu is not a 6. Correct that. Everything else, I can say, you know what? Cool. We don't have the personnel. There, you have the personnel there to play someone in the 6 role and someone better in the 10 role. Do that. If you can do that, then I'll be like, you know what? Cool. But if that for me is on Amorim there, I cannot, for me, forgive that. So I'm sorry, man. You're making Mainu. It's basically lambs to the slaughter. Mainu is not a 6 in the 6. He can't cover the ground. He cannot cover the distances needed because we are left exposed. Look at the wide channel. Look at Lenny Euro. Lenny Euro is quick, guys. But in this system, he looks slow because there's no midfield to cover him in that position. The right wing back doesn't want to do anything. So you got to understand that this right here, Bruno, in the left 10 role, does not work. Because what happens every time? When we're losing a game, you know, Bruno, come back into the 6 role, please. I'm going to get Garnacho on. So if it doesn't work in then, why do you start them, Amorim? That's where I have to question him.
Yeah, the Bruno.
If I had one question for manager, it'll be that. Simple.
Yeah, the Bruno thing, and obviously he persisted with Højlund longer than he should have. I think.
No, but the Højlund one, he's always been changing it. Højlund's
No, he persisted with him. He started him. He started him. He's been starting him, man, for a minute side, man. He's persisted with him for about the last 4 or 5 games. He just persisted with Højlund and trying to make it work for him. But I just feel like there are a few things that the manager's got to do. I think once he falls upon a system or group of players that actually work for him, I think he has to do it. Everyone says it. Every time Anthony comes on, forget how good the brother is. The team plays better. You start to see us trying to score goals or moving up the park a bit better. Like,
but really and truly, though, he's never rated him. He's done it out of
we know you don't rate him. We know that.
Desperation. Every time we've lost a game, he brings on.
But we are fucking desperate, Saeed. This is the problem.
Saying, though, if he doesn't see him, now hold on a minute. If he doesn't see him as someone who can bring on and bring a different idea to the team, yeah, but only brings him on when we're desperate, what does that say about a player? Like,
because
don't
listen,
rate you.
You don't understand
today.
I probably don't even understand what happened today. If flipping Eric Ten Hag, Jose Mourinho comes out and says this is the worst Man United team in histoy, we said he's throwing his players under the bus. That's what we say.
No.
But that's what we say.
He didn't actually say that. He said
he says this is the worst Man United team.
What did he say?
He said we are. No. He said
we are the worst Man United team.
He said we are being the worst Manchester United team in history.
Whatever you want to listen.
No. It makes a difference.
No. It makes a difference. What did he actually say?
He said
it makes
the worst Man United team.
Yeah, let's get the actual quote to the home track.
He said, I'll repeat it. I'll listen.
If Jose says that, everyone says he's from the team under.
There you go. Right there.
Okay. The reason I'm saying
we are being the worst team maybe in the history in terms of that's not throwing your team under the bus. That's just
is basically saying he doesn't want the flawless. He doesn't want to say these players are shit. He's just saying we are being that. AK, we're playing like that.
We're playing.
No, he doesn't rate these players. You know these players are
How
shit.
if a
We're
manager
sitting
comes
here and
out
saying
and
this
says
every
we're playing
week.
as
That's
the
not
worst,
throwing your players under the bus at all.
so
That's
you,
not throwing your
that's
players.
if a manager comes out and says the team is playing as the worst Man United team in
Yeah.
history. Who
Yeah,
else
then
is
I can
playing?
hold that.
That's
hold
not
that.
throwing the team. That's not
That's
throwing the players
accountability.
under the
That's
bus.
true.
Yeah, why can't we
That's not-
expect to
Nah, one of
respond?
these
Why
players,
can't we
man.
expect
Yeah,
them to
that's
prove
not throwing the
themselves? You know what I mean?
players
Say,
under the
He
yeah,
may
bus.
not be throwing them under the bus,
Listen,
but
I
he's
admit-
putting it on him.
for free.
He's sticking it on him.
He's
I
sticking
just
it on
need
them
it.
public. You know why?
Listen,
Because
I'm
you
just
need to
saying,
change it.
It
You know what?
depends
They
who's
might
saying
be
it. It
public
depends who's saying
criticism.
it. But I know them man them are watching that saying, right, everyone's saying that. You see what he said? Especially the
No,
idiot
no.
ones that can't handle
I mean, what
business.
he's trying to say, Mo says,
They
yeah.
can't handle
Right
business
now,
anyway. Before you go,
statistically-
Saeed, they can't handle
Yeah.
business anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait
can't
till they
handle
really
business
drop
anyway. What
tools.
we
Wait
talking
till,
about?
yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying, it is what it is,
Go
yeah,
on.
because we still got a part of the season left to go. But
Yeah.
if these
Yeah.
man drop tools on him, it will get ugly, my brother.
That's it. And you know who will crash it on everybody?
And
Everybody.
these man, I tell you for free, after I've seen Ineos and that, them man are scared.
We know
Ineos
Ineos
can't
are the
handle
joke thing
it.
though. We know it.
They're
We
not
knew
trying to be in no
We
relegation.
knew from the beginning that Ineos were on a joke thing when they did a deal with the Glazers. We knew that.
You think, all right, cool,
We
quick
knew that.
question. You think
Go on.
if these were to drop tools, down tools, yeah, and we ended up in a relegation battle, would Ineos sack Amorim this season?
No, I don't think
They
them
could, but
dropping
they're
tools.
clowns
I
if
think
they
you
do
think like the players are.
You think they're bold enough not to
they're
do
not
it?
dropping tools. Like the players.
You know
ain't-
why I say that to you? You know why I say that to you? Because they're not backing him by bringing in these players. They're leaving him with the madness. They're
So
leaving
why
him
are we
with the
not talking
madness.
about that? That's where the energy should be
We
focused.
need to
Because
talk
we
about
have Rashford on 300k a week, who's not being used by instructions because they want to get rid of him.
Yep.
Casemiro's is not being used, even though he's the only one who's on the bench between him and Rashford. But you know they're trying to offload him to Saudi Arabia. And the same thing with Anthony. You're talking about two guys right now: 350k, 300k, and 220k. The three of the top
And
five
last
players
year's
in the
youth.
club that he's being instructed not to use because they're going to move him on. So where are the signings? Because I'm quite annoyed that the energy is being focused on the wrong thing today. Why is no one talking about the lack of players that he has to use 19 days into January? Today we were losing the midfield. They were out muscling us on and off the ball. And what are the substitutions he's making? He's bringing on Collier, who I like, but let's be honest, that's not levels at all. He's a good player, but that should not be someone that you're bringing off to deal with the midfield like Brighton's. And then he's bringing on Anthony, he's bringing on Højlund, and he's bringing on Garnacho. These are not good options. Like, just pretend that 350k that's on Casemiro is on someone who's actually worth it, and that 300k that's on Rashford is for someone who's actually worth it. You're talking about two stars that are missing from this team. Instead, they're not being used and they're not being replaced. Why am I 19 days in and I don't have a left wing back still to come in? Why am I 19 days in and I don't have a midfielder to play in the left 10 instead of Bruno Garnacho? Why am I 19 days in and I'm still talking about I need someone to rotate between Ugarte and Menu because they're both struggling in that position? These are the things that I'm looking at today and I'm getting annoyed because I'm upset about dropping the 3 points. But I know Anthony playing today was not a fix. I know Højlund playing today was not a fix. I know no individual substitution today or change and tweak with the starting 11 would have got me the win. So why are we not sticking on Ineos a little bit more? Because I'm not saying people go Ineos out and just completely rule them out. I'm just saying, why are we not focused on that? They said this is the manager that they want.
Because Staffy, what you need.
One second, let me just finish. They said this is the manager that they want. This is the manager they believe in, and this is their guy to move us forward. Yeah, it's been 19 days, and you've done nothing to back him. This is why every day he's being hung out to dry, and we're sitting on streams like this, and everyone's losing their head and talking about the manager. People saying he should have played the front two, he should have played the back four, he should have done this, he should have done that. No, talk about the fact that he didn't get a single player in yet, and he's been hung out to dry. Why are we not talking about that?
Because what you need to do, what you need to remember, Staffy, first of all, is that it's not just Ineos, and this whole Ineos stuff is pissing me off, mate, because it's still the fucking Glazers that own this football club. Every excuse we're getting about PSR, about we don't do stuff in January, has been said for the last 5 years, and it's a Glazer tagline, mate. So I ain't sticking it on Ineos. I'm sticking on Ineos and the Glazers because they're complicit with each other. And this is the whole problem. This is what I had a conversation with Saeed today on the way to the game. This is why I've never trusted them. This is why I've never backed them, because they are one in the same. They are the Glazers with a British passport. I can't trust them as far as I can throw them, bro, because if they've never given me anything to believe in. You can talk. What they went and forced a manager out of his job that he wanted to wait until the end of the season, bro. They said it's now or never. They've got him, taken him from an unbeaten season, doing fucking fantastic in the Champions League, looking to win his league again in Portugal. They've brought him here and forced him to use the bullshit and the crap that's been dragged there from the previous manager. They've not helped him in any single way at all. They've worse as well. What they're actually doing to him now, they're making him look worse with the whole Rashford situation, because Rashford's pissing about.
He answered it today in the,
it was 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, man.
Did you see how he had to answer this question today? You can generally see he's tired of being questioned about Rashford today.
Every press conference, it's Rashford, bro.
It's so
jarring.
And you know what he said, Double A? He just said, I'm not going to use players that I don't think are going to be good for the team. You know that low key, with how bad we are, Rashford could probably still play a part. It's not like we're just Rashford away from being a good team, but he's been instructed that this player is going to go. So you can't really say anything to ruin his value in the market. So he's trying to answer as professional as possible. This is what I'm saying. Why is he still here? Why have we not moved on Rashford? Last week, Kyle Walker said he wants to leave. In 2 days, Pep said it, and now he's in AC Milan. How do they get a deal done in 10 days? And I bet you if I go check Kyle Walker's wages right now, they're pretty high because he's one of the seniors in this team. He gets moved on right away, and this guy's still getting questioned about Rashford. And it's annoying because he wants to talk about the issues with the team, but yet he's being questioned about things that he has no control over. And as I said, he's being hung out to dry. Whether you like the 3-4-3, that's fine. I respect people's opinions on formations, on what tactical tweaks he would have done during the game. Maybe he probably should play 2 strikers instead of 2 10s. I have no problem saying that. But right now, there's too many people in this space and on Twitter that are focusing the wrong the energy on the wrong party. And this is why I feel bad for Amorim, because he is trying to do something that the old manager who recruited these players failed to do. This manager recruited these players for a 4-3-3, and guess what he came out and told us? I can't play my system with these players. That's like hiring a chef, giving him the ingredients he asked for, and saying, I can't cook that meal for you. Now, this manager has to come in with none of these players that he obviously recruited. He's trying to get the best out of most of them. He's getting the best maybe out of Maguire or Ugarte. He's making Ahmed look world-class, and people are still questioning why he's not winning. He's not a fucking magician. He needs some players that he needs for the system. And then people want to put the energy on the energy on the wrong problem. And that's why I'm not having it, bro. Let this guy some fucking signings so we can give him fair judgment.
But to be honest, this manager has a free season. The only reason he doesn't have a free season is if he doesn't get the top 10. If he finishes anywhere in the top 10, it's a free season for him. It's always been a free season. When he came in, nobody wasn't expecting anything high and mighty from Amorim. Everyone said he's coming to deal with the rubbish. Ten Hag's left a lot of rubbish behind. And everybody's saying that without actually predicting a place we're going to finish. But nobody's thinking we're going to finish outside the top 10. We're all thinking 8th, 7th, there or thereabouts, whatever it is. We don't care.
Well,
it's pointless, man. Listen, as long as you don't get relegated, it's pretty pointless where we finish, man. But then
does it matter where we finish? Does it matter where we finish?
Go on. Everyone hit the like button, man.
You think we can finish outside the top 10?
Hold on a minute. 3.7K in the building. Just hit the like button, please.
Smash that like.
I mean, that's the least you can do, man. I'll get to the super chats later on.
Musa, you know what? You know why I can't back the free season thing. Nothing against the point. I understand your point. The reason why I can't back that is because they've brought this man in to do something now because we were sinking under that previous manager. So if you're going to bring a man in, like I said, drag him out of a job, bring a man in, you have to fucking back him in any window. And his first window, I can't. Man City, having one of their worst seasons, and they're still top 5. They're going to spend 100 million. You can't sit here and tell me PSR, FFP. We're linked to more players leaving than we are players coming in, and none of them are fucking going. So I can't. What it feels like to me is when Ollie got sacked and he just writ off the season from November. Again, we're just letting a season go by the wayside, and that's when and Staffy's right. That's when I question what this new regime, what these owners' intentions actually are. Are you bringing the Manchester back to Manchester United, or are you just pissing about again so you can say that you own a part of the biggest club in England? Do you know what I mean? Like, where is the standards? Where is your ideology? Where are you taking us? Because the first window was decent. I think a lot of fans would say that first window in the summer was a good starting point in the 5 that we brought in. But you can't then wait a year to bring more players in, especially when you're in the halfway point of the season, and we're drowning. The club is suffering. these two or three players we're all saying we keep. Right, so that clearly tells you there's something fucking wrong. We're not scoring goals. We're not creating. We're conceding goals now. Where are your standards? Because our standards are quite high. And the point I was going to say to Staffy about why we're all pissed off is because I can't watch United go and play well against Arsenal, City and Liverpool away. And then I go to Old Trafford and I watch that shit get served up. And I've got to sit there and swallow it. Pause. Like a bitter pill. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I can't do that. So I've got to be fucking pissed.
Yo.
Carry on.
Carry on.
Carry on.
But you're passionate though. Carry on, man. Carry on.
No. It's literally this. So I have to say, I can't allow anyone to write off a season for me because Amorim's not happy to say fucking. Everyone was pissed off the other day because he started buying beer in the FA Cup because he's like, is he concentrated on the league still? Absolutely is, because he's taking game to game. He thinks he can finish as high as possible until it's mathematically impossible for us to finish in the top four. I want my managers to still think he can do it. Yes, he might be deluded. Yes, it might be out the realms of possibility. But any manager worth his salt thinks he can fucking do it and win every single game. And that's why we know we've got the right man in charge. But the club have to fucking follow that ideology and that dream and that vision with him. By a million miles, they couldn't be any further apart. And this is what really, again, pisses me off about Manchester United. I do not know where we are, what we're meant to be doing, because it's just, we're in a maze and we're just blinded and we don't know where the fuck we're going every single time. It's a joke and it needs calling out, and the fans need to start fucking doing something. It's been said year after year with the Glazers. I understand. And, the Glazer out chants are minimal now. It's barely here. I think we need to be on the next, because it's not good enough. And to be this far in the season in 13th and not be riots and then not be absolute carnage in that stadium, we're seriously lost.
Serious, because we should have been. This ain't the first. Obviously, it looks the worst now in regards to league position, but we've had terrible seasons and terrible runs and terrible defeats, and there's been no response. Like, you can't just write. Amorim said as much when he hired here. Can't just write off a season. I'll be judged. I'm at Manchester United Football Club, as you said, AA. Biggest football club in the country. So as bad as it is, you can't just write it off. And him not being backed in this window, we might be annoyed about it, we might be angry about it. I hear it. Are any of us surprised? Guaranteed no. I ain't spoke to any of you lot. I guarantee none of us are shocked that he hasn't been backed yet. That is 19 days and we've done no business, but yet everybody else, not everybody else, but multiple other teams are doing business. We're watching Manchester City literally do business. And that's where it is.
It's nearly 200 million.
Yeah, exactly. And the reason why we are and having all these issues when you say AA, we don't know where we're going, is because this is not just on Amorim. This is not just Ineos. This is not just about the window. Before you go, Musa, this is not just a singular player. This is bad decisions over the past 10 years that have cost us. And now they are all catching up with us. We have been awful for 10 years. We've been awful for 10 years, but you know what we managed to do? Man. Nearly 12 years. But I say decade plus, I'll say. But you know what we've managed to do? Win an FA Cup, win a League Cup, Europa League and League Cup, second place finish, fourth place finish, sixth place finish. Other teams also doing terrible. There's now zero excuses, and we are paying for that. We have been committing crimes against football for years. That's what's been going on. And every time we've gone court, we've bust case. Every single time we've got off, and guess what? This time it's not working. It's not happening. And I thought it was going to happen with Amorim. We've been awful. We've been terrible for the longest. And I'm like, are we going to court again? We're going to get off. And the lawyer looked at us and said, nah, not this time. That's what's happened. Yeah. And now we're paying for said crimes. But go on, as you were. Rico case.
What's kind of mad, I think like Amorim's in on it, because when he's asked about the transfer window, he talks about, Man United's position and the situation we're in. And he talks about this PSR thing. He said it more than once. I've listened to him and I said, what are you saying here, Amorim? They've asked him, do you need to get players in? Do you want to sell this player? And he's like, that's not what I've said. I'm ready to work with my squad, my team, blah, blah. He says stuff that's not clear. Then he says, well, our situation with Man United and in the window. And he's leading towards PSR. So I'm thinking, when you came in and you spoke to all of these guys, that's Barella, whatever you spoke to, did they did they tell you that this is what it was going to be, and you looked at the squad and you thought that you could get a tune out of them, so because they weren't asking you to finish in the Champions League spot? Like I said, you just had to finish in the top 10, and then they were going to back you heavily in the summer, and you came in and said, cool, I'll get these guys playing football again, and I'll get them to finish respectfully, and then we go in the summer. Because he's never been fussed about the window when he's asked the questions about it. He's always mentioned about how he can crack on with his team and, the situation of the flipping club. So then I'm saying to myself, what was you thinking when you came in? We can't give you excuses if you knew what you were signing up for and you were happy to go for it. Because this is why I said when Amorim came in, he never thought in his wildest dreams he'll be fighting 15th position in the league. He never
wanted to come into the summer.
You know what it is? I think he knew what he was walking into, but I think he knew the players were bad. But I think he's been surprised.
I think he knew that he wasn't
because he's politely called these men shit since he's got.
I'm with you, but I
since
think
the first game.
I think he also agreed that he wasn't going to get players in a January transfer window,
Maybe.
and he was all right with that.
Maybe.
And if he is all right with that, what is he doing? What is he thinking?
Nah, well, he might have been all right with that because he didn't realize how bad they was, and then he got here and was like,
we've been saying it. If you're watching any Man United, any Man United fan would have told you, you can't trust these brothers. It is big for you.
Yeah.
He must have been promised something then. If he's come in and said, well, listen, January's a no-go, but the summer, we're going to back you. Like,
I don't think he would have came. I don't think he would have came, man.
But I'm just trying to, going off what Moose said.
He has to come in the summer anyways. So there's no way they told him, no, come in now instead of the summer.
Oh, have you heard what he says when they ask him about the January transfer window? Have you heard?
What is he going to do? Throw them under the bus? Every manager talks like that.
No, but you still say, we're in need of players. No, but you still.
We all know we're in need of players. Yeah, what's understood ain't got to be spoken about, Musa.
No, but you always say,
ain't got to be spoken about.
But you always say, if a good player comes along, a team like Man United is going to be in for them. Blah, blah. You say it in a way.
You want the PC answer,
but it has nothing to do with those players. He's not going to come out and say my players are shit. Anyways.
No, but he's specifically spoken about. Our situation in this window, leading towards the PSR team. Why are you doing that? That's not your job.
Can I just say, big up Traps in the building, by the way. I just want to say the reason why I agree with Double A as well, because you can't just write off the season, is that these players get let off the hook, because what will happen is, like we'll and this is happening so far often, is that this player's back, that player's back, this player's going to save us, that player's going to save us, and that can't happen. So we can't flip-flop at the idea of, the season's done, or seasons, we need to kind of commit to it. My thing is that these players cannot be let off the hook, guys, man. They need to go, man. You see these players, they need to be put under the pressure that every game counts. If you might just say, cool, who expected us to win today? Cool, I can understand that reality, but not the performance, the level of the performance. It cannot drop to that level. I'm sorry. Man, them like Onana cannot be let off today. Onana, we can't just say to Onana today, cool. You know what? You could just have that bad performance today. Hold on, man. I'll let you in, Traps. Certain man, Bruno Fernandes, but he got a goal the other day, but he's hoofing it. No, he's been hoofing it for the past 4 years. Yeah? Maguire at the back, slow. We have to understand that he's been slow since day one. We have to understand his frailties. But Dalot, 1v1 defending or marking, getting closer, man. Certain people still need to be held accountable, guys. So it's not the season's over. I'm sorry. You have to hold these guys accountable, man. You have to, man, them. But Traps, go ahead, man.
No, agreed.
Hey, listen, when we all go into the car park.
The car park's done now, man.
Been there today.
I'm not in the car park now. You know what I'm saying to you?
No, the car park.
The lights on the car park now, so he can have that.
I obviously me and Musa have been debating it in the WhatsApp group and that, But bro, like Saeed, what do you want man to do, bro? Like, what do you want man to do? You're telling them to hold these players accountable, bro.
Yeah.
They don't care if they're accountable or not. It's obvious.
No, but we as fans have to hold that accountability.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
We discuss it and we let it be known. We let it be known that this player ain't good enough, that player ain't good enough, and we need a rebuild. Yeah,
and but it's okay for you to turn around and say, everyone's entitled to their opinion, whatnot. But even for instance, you're talking about players like Onana. Like now, for me, I told you this goalkeeper was shit from day one. Yeah. Anyways, you look a lot of the fan base. They wanted man out. They wanted De Gea out. Yeah. So how is a man going to take you seriously?
Are you gonna come
No,
with
wait,
this
no,
talk?
hold on. Let me land.
Go on.
How is a man going to take you seriously when you wanted a goalkeeper out? You embrace this goalkeeper, this shit goalkeeper, to come to this club, and now he's playing shit. You want him out as well. So what's the next goalkeeper?
Like Pep Guardiola did.
The other day, Bayern Deer played shit. Everyone wanted him out the other day. Now he had a good game. Now everyone wants him in. Like,
what did Pep Guardiola do?
This is why the fan base has no respect.
Hold on a minute.
No respect.
This argument. What did the greatest manager in the world do?
Who?
One of the greatest coaches in the world football.
We're the richest, poorest club, Saeed. The richest, poorest club.
Answer this question. What did one of the best coaches and manager in the world do? He brought in Cario Bravo, realized he ain't good enough, after 1 year, and sold him. So why can't Man United do that?
That's Abu Dhabi, Saeed, man. We ain't got the Abu Dhabi.
It don't matter, man.
So every time there's an issue, every time there's an issue, we must look at Man City or must look at
no.
What the other team done. What the other team done.
Arteta's done it. Arteta's done it. You get rid of the goalkeeper. And he got rid of Lloris. Icario. Why can't we do it? Why do we have to suffer and understand that, if it's not working, you have to get rid?
Right, he's not the biggest problem. That's just gaslighting. Let's move on to the next one. He's not the biggest.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
It's a big problem at this club.
Listen, we would have been 4-0 down at Southampton.
This is another thing as well. Man need to stop deciding. Man need to stop deciding what's a bigger problem and what's not a bigger problem.
No, everyone's equal.
What that goalkeeper did today, effectively decides the game for you.
Absolutely.
How many games has he lost after? How many games he's won?
He's lost too many.
The biggest problem today.
He's lost too many. Consistency.
How many games? No. We've lost so many games where he's not culpable for the loss because he's saved so many shots.
He has saved. That's cool. But that's the same way people will say, "Oh, Bruno's won his games," which he has done. He's also contributed
lost his games.
When a goalkeeper contributes to a loss of a game.
Do you rate Musa? Do you rate Onana?
No, I don't rate him.
He didn't want him.
No, forget all that.
He's a problem.
Do you rate Onana? Do you rate him? Do you think he's good enough for where we're trying to go?
I don't rate him like that.
Okay, so why is there pushback on us wanting to get rid of him and the critique?
Because I'm not saying. I say we need to get rid of him. But if we're talking about getting rid of him before we get wing backs, midfielders,
you're bringing a whole. We're not saying that. Whole next thing. No one said that.
We're just talking about how he's a
Onana.
Nobody's brought that up. No one said we need to bring in a goalkeeper, but before we bring in wing backs, who said that? Nobody said that.
Okay, let me say something. Let me show you something. This is my statement of Onana. Manchester United can comfortably finish in the top 4 with Onana. That was my statement.
Well, they can't. No, they can't.
We can comfortably. No, they can't. We can. We can comfortably finish in the top 4 with Onana.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
That's why I believe.
No, they can't.
Is that
wait, Musa, do you think Onana's top 4 goalkeepers in the league currently?
Nah. Listen, man.
I want to hear the answer. No. Hold up, Traps. Musa. No. Traps. Hold up. I want to hear the answer. Musa, is he top 4 goalkeepers in the league currently? He is.
Flawless.
I don't believe that.
Flawless. Hold on. Saeed.
The other day, Onana had the most clean sheets in the league. Just the other day, he had the most clean sheets in the league. Who are you asking me about?
No. I'm asking you. Do you think he's top 4 goalkeepers in the league?
Top 4.
Statistically, he might tell you so. Yeah.
Statistically,
I think so.
Statistically, Musa is right.
I think he is.
Forget stats because statistically, Bruno's one of the best players in the league. And we know
listen. Let me show you something.
No. Answer the question. No.
Let me say something. I'm going to say it again.
So we're saying,
I'm going to say again. I believe he is.
All 20 goalkeepers.
Yeah, I believe he is.
And we're saying you're picking Onana in the top 4. You believe he is?
I believe it. Do you know why I believe it? Because my statement
stays
what's your
the same.
Top 4 then? Manchester United.
No. Let's not dance around this. No.
Let me say my statement. Let's not dance Manchester. I believe he's a top 4 goalkeeper because Manchester United can finish in the top 4 with Onana in the goal. I believe
all that. I never asked that. Man, always remixing questions. Before you go, Traps, I never asked that. I just said ability-wise, is he top 4 goalkeeper in the league?
He is.
He's one of the best 4 goalkeepers in the league.
He is. Let's move on. What's the next point?
What does he excel at?
Why
What does
we
Onana
having-
excel at that makes you think he's a top 4 keeper?
Listen,
He's terrible.
hey,
at
listen,
everything.
when-
Most
listen,
places.
Musa, you spoke
Let me
about
just land.
gaslighting. Musa,
Let me
just
land.
stop gaslighting people.
Now, let
and
me
wasting
land
people's
then.
time.
Let me land.
Yeah?
Let
Bro,
me
this
land.
goalkeeper's been there for 18 months, yeah? You're talking about we could get top 4. Bro, he's been there for 18, it's 18 months? Probably about 18
Well,
months.
we're not finished top four.
He's been there for
Any
18
player-
months. We ain't even seen
any
the flipping
player-
top 4. What you on about?
Any player, listen, any player that Manchester United buys, listen, any player that Manchester United buys that's in the team of the season in any other league and comes here and plays crap, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Any player, Euro team of the season comes here, he's flipping
I can
banging
agree.
right.
I can agree.
The guy single-handedly knocked us out the Champions League, bro.
Top
The guy
four
single-handedly
goalkeeper
knocked us out
in
the
the
Champions
league is
League.
I'm just telling
crazy.
you, I'm going to
It's
give them the
terrible,
benefit of the
crazy.
doubt. When we got him, he was the best. He was the best.
Now you've
keeper
seen that.
in the
There's
Champions
benefit
League.
of doubt, Musa. There's benefit of doubt, but now we've seen 18 months
Evidence.
of evidence here.
But what have
that
I said
now
to
it's
you?
time to
What have
cut our
I said to
losses.
you? If you want to win the league, you're going to have to do what Arsenal did and replace him. But can he finish in the top 4? Like what was the keeper that Arsenal had before? That's
He
Ramsey.
brings it on Monday, Ryan.
Ramsey. He's better than Ramsey.
Do you think he's better than Rail? Do you think he's better than Rail?
What do you mean, Ray?
He's not better than
Is
Ryan.
he better than? I'm asking. Is he better than Rail?
Ramsey?
Is he better than Rail?
Bro, he's not better than
Ramsdale.
Edison.
I don't know
He's not
who's
better
Is he
than
better?
Alisson.
Musa, I'm asking
Not
you a
better than
question.
Alisson.
Is he
He's
better?
not-
Is he?
listen,
Is
listen,
he
listen.
better than David Rail?
Musa.
He's better than David Rail.
He's not better than Edison. He's not better than Alisson. Yeah, he's not better than
What's Raya
Ryan.
done
And
in
he's
his
not better.
career to say that
he's
he's
not-
better than flipping my
Stop
man?
going off careers.
He's not better
man.
than
What you talking
Martinez.
about now? Is he
He's not
better than
better than
Martinez?
Career gets you to
Is
where
he
you're
better than
going.
Martinez?
You see, when
Is
you're
he
a
better?
goalkeeper, listen,
Is he
guys,
better than
quickly.
Martinez?
Listen,
Is he
quickly,
better than?
guys,
Is
let
he
me tell you
better than
something.
the? Is he
Let me
better
tell
than
you
We're going
Martinez?
round, guys. We're going round. We're going round here.
Yeah,
We're
because you
gonna
don't
go
want to
round
answer
in
the question.
circles.
We're going round.
Nah,
We're going
stand
round.
on what you say. Stand on what you say, man. We can't do this to our boys.
I said what I said, but we're not
You
going
gotta
to go
stand on
round.
what you gotta say.
Everyone
You
chill.
gotta stand on
Everyone
what
chill.
you said, man.
Everyone chill.
My
Let me
thing is-
bring the
my
conversation
thing is,
down.
when you're a goalkeeper, you can't hide. You cannot hide. You don't become the best goalkeeper in the Champions League because you was hiding. You have to prove it. You don't. As a goalkeeper, you're not called out to being one of the best because you had some flipping easy season.
No, I agree.
You
I
have to
agree.
prove it, and he proved it at a point, and that's it.
Saeed,
Guys,
before
let me
before
bring the
move on,
conversation
Saeed,
around.
I know you're gonna move on. Just let us know. I do kind of agree with Musa just on one thing. I don't think Onana's a top 4 goalkeeper in the league. I think he needs to be replaced. But he does have a point. Like I've seen Arsenal finish second in the league, and Ramsdale was their goalkeeper, and he was shit. So he's not saying that he's the 4th best goalkeeper. He's saying you could have a decent enough team where it gets into the top 4.
That's where the
despite him
point
being
is.
a goal. But then eventually you do need to replace him. I think it all started wrong when
I'll be
Traps
so
was trying to
honest with
say
you. Then the problem-
we weren't supposed to
I'll be-
replace De Gea.
But then the problem with that
One at a time,
the
please.
problem is with that is then you can do that for every single position
Bro,
and
no,
look at
no,
every
no,
team.
no,
Wait,
no.
before you go,
No,
Musa,
no,
hold on,
let
hold on.
me
Let me land.
let's all
Let me land.
Let's
Let
all
me
understand.
land.
Let's
Because
all
when I ask
understand.
you a question, you don't want to answer. Now I'm talking. You want to talk. You joke, man. So yeah, as I was saying, you can do that for every single position where we can look at a team who's finished second, third, or 4th and go, well, their right back's not better than such and such, and they finished in the top 4, or their left back, or their centre back, or their midfield. How about we
He's
just
just
get
saying
better because he's
prioritize
not good?
flawless. That's what he's
Talk
saying.
about
That's
Yeah,
what
Champions
but
Musa's
no,
saying.
the thing is,
Prioritize
the
the
thing
shit.
is,
Like, you
Taffy,
just
no
rattle
one
people's
mentioned
career.
about prioritizing.
Alright,
Before you
cool.
go, nobody mentioned about prioritizing. When
I know,
Traps
but
mentioned Onana, nobody mentioned about no one said we
Traps
need
is
to
a
put
fraud. He
goalkeeper
tried to say
over.
De Gea should have never been
Don't
sold.
say
De Gea in his last season had
Yeah,
the most
Traps is
errors leading
gaslighter, we
to
know
goals.
this.
Bro,
Shout
you
out to
can't,
Traps.
Traps
bro,
himself
bro,
is a
you,
fraud.
bro, you
Joking,
can't, bro, you can't call me a fraud or about anything, yeah. 'Cause I'm so sorry.
not?
We're not
Why
doing
not?
this.
It's true.
I don't even
We're not
care.
doing this. We're not
You've got
doing this
a point.
because, bro, this is the
You're
problem,
doing
right?
revisionism. You're
This
doing
is
revisionism.
the right,
That's
listen,
the problem where we're
Alright,
dismissed.
cool. Let me
That's
just
like you.
end
That's like
this.
you. You're
Let me
revisionism.
just end this.
You're
Let me just end
revisionism.
this now.
You're a revisionist.
Let me
You
just
are
end
a
this now.
revisionist.
Let me just end this now with
You're a
one.
revisionist, though.
Let
Yes,
me just
yes
end
or
this
no?
now.
Yes
with
or no?
One question. Yeah, one question. You call me a revisionist to your blue in the flipping
You
face.
are, though.
Saeed.
You want McTominay back. You want David De Gea back. You want
So,
everyone back.
when did I tell you I wanted
everyone
McTominay back?
You
When
said
did I
it
tell
on
you
the side.
when
You
did
put it in the
I
group
tell
chat.
you I wanted
Comments and
McTominay
that.
back?
David
When
De
did I
Gea
tell
is-
you I wanted
the whole
McTominay
point
back?
is you
When
started
did I
with
tell
David
you I
De Gea.
wanted
The
McTominay
first
back?
point. You literally have started with.
No.
David De
Happy,
Gea
you
was
bad
the
man.
best.
You bad man.
David De Gea.
Bad as you
Look
lot
at
made
his
him out to
we
be.
talked about on this
That's what I
channel.
told you.
David De Gea is
I
a
told you that he's
Fiorentina.
not as bad as you made him out to be.
You're part of the
What about?
problem. You're part of the problem, though. So when
You can call me part part of the problem.
Staffy says you're a fraud. You are, because you're saying David De Gea should have stayed. He should not have stayed. Should have sold them, guys. Why do we always look back? Because they're doing well over
All right,
there.
cool.
It's
Anyways,
We sold him at the wrong time. Saeed, we sold him at the wrong time. In the wrong window.
Can I ask the question now?
You didn't sell it.
Can I ask the question? I'm going to ask everyone this question, yeah? Are you, it's going forward, including you, Said, you should answer this because I'm a revisionist and a fraud, yeah? After today, would you be happy with Onana being dropped and replaced by De Gea for the De Gea goal?
No.
I'd be happy with Onana being dropped and Heaton taking
and
his
stop
fucking
there.
place. How about that?
Yes,
Drop it and that's
yes.
I'd be happy with that, bro.
What's your answer to that?
Say that again.
What's your answer to your own question?
My answer to this question, bro, my question to the question is right now, I'll be more than happy.
Forget that.
I would be more happy. I'll be more happy. I would be happy.
Why are you telling me this? You're not answering.
Hey, Musa, you king gaslighter. Don't do that. This is your playbook, Musa. This is out your playbook. This is Musa. This is out your playbook.
Yes, I would. He's asking me a question. Hold on. He's asking me a question. You're not answering the same question. Answer the question.
I just said yes. I said
You
yes.
agree about De Gea?
No. Don't listen. If you're not going to listen to me, then forget this. I said to you,
That's what you're saying.
right now, if De Gea was our second goalkeeper, would you be like, you would be happy to be dropped and De Gea be in goal for the next game? Because I would. But at the same time, I'm saying that De Gea, yeah, I'm not saying that De Gea needed to be sold. De Gea needed to be phased out. That's what needs to be done. Phased out, yeah. That's what you need to be. Not gone. Like Lucas said, go on holiday and never return, yeah. But my point is this: now you might. Furthermore, Onana next game. Would you be happy if you got dropped for buying deer? Would you be happy for that?
They forgot De Gea. Remember De Gea accepted the new contract for about 100 grand a week.
Let me like this. Wallahi. Hold on a minute.
Between Onana and De Gea is not 50 million.
Also,
50 million difference.
1 second. Wallahi. And I say this, wallahi. We are not moving as a football club if we look back. That's one thing I can promise you.
No. We have to look back. We have to look back. Getting Onana was the mistake.
May not call out the flipping mistakes. Yeah, that's what's going on. That you lot fucking backed. You backed the flipping mistake. Now hold that. Now hold it. Hold it. That's the truth of it. What mistake? Now hold it. What are you talking about? What mistake?
Well, we're talking about looking back here. Getting Onana,
bro.
The only mistake was getting
Onana. Spending £50 million on Onana was a mistake, bro.
Listen,
was a mistake, bro. £80 million on Anthony. Now when I'm talking about playing a fucking wing back, it's a fucking mistake, bro. Yeah, but you know what? Cool.
Don't talk to me about that. That's not my point.
Hold on, De Gea. Let me respond to say. When De Gea left us last season, he had the most errors leading to goal in the league for us. He knocked us out of the Europa League because I know people talk about Onana knocked us out of the Champions League. He knocked us out for at the Europa League with his mistake.
I'm Maguire.
Both he played his part.
He made two mistakes in that Sevilla game. And what's his name? He was on 375 a week. He was the highest paid player in the
how many years?
one of the worst. Bro, let me just finish and I'm letting you go. If you say, if you say we incorrectly replaced De Gea with Onana, then that's fine because Onana is as bad as De Gea right now. But this revisionism that De Gea should have been kept is so jarring. I don't mind you saying we should have.
Let me go. Traps, let me go.
About bringing him back. This is the problem.
I'm going to back you, Traps, because your point was bang on. And what Traps said was what he needed to do was be phased out. He agreed a contract on lesser wages. We should have brought a younger keeper in. Brother, what are you saying? So, bro,
we needed a goalkeeper anyways. Just say we got the wrong replacement and we can move on.
That's what we are saying. That's what we are saying.
Everyone's saying that though, Double A.
Everyone's saying that. But you see when you face somebody out, yeah, and you go and buy a goalkeeper and he's just as trash. Yeah, or you go and test a goalkeeper with a loan obligation to buy, and you could revert back to your goalkeeper because you know the level that you're going to flipping get. Oh no, you don't know what you're going to get. You might go there and he might do a double save.
Yes, we know he was the best goalkeeper in the Champions League. They actually went and bought the best class.
We're missing the point. Well, we're missing the point. You know where we made the error signing on that.
Hold a second. So they went and bought the best in class because he got to the Champions League final.
He had the
He had
most
one-
clean
bro,
sheets
you
in
got
the
one
Champions
shot.
League.
Was the best
Bro,
in
he had
class.
one
It
good
was
season,
first
He was
of
bro.
all time.
goalkeeper of the
was
season
calm.
in the Champions League.
So
Right, so
maybe
that's
he had
on him
he had a
for
good
that
season.
shit.
He had a
Maybe he
good
was the best
Champions
in
League.
class.
run.
Maybe he
That's
won
the
the
question.
Champions League.
Have you ever
Calm.
seen
Call me a
the
fraud, Daddy. You're a fucking fraud, mate.
I'm a fraud.
Fucking
Wait, how am I a fraud?
Hold on,
When they
hold
let
on,
him
hold
get
on,
the guy
hold
that
on,
got
hold
the
on.
most clean
Guys,
sheets in
everyone,
the
everyone,
Champions
everyone.
Nobody's
League.
talking about
I'm asking a
bringing his
question. I'm asking a
goalkeeper
question.
back.
Everyone,
Yeah, hold on. No.
I'm gonna ask a question.
No. Hold
Have you
on.
ever
Stop
seen-
it.
No, let me ask a question.
No. De Gea had the Golden Globe in the fucking Premier League, and we went and
Bro,
got
he
rid
was
of
on a
him. So what you
negative 5
talking
goals
about?
allowed in
So
the
what
league. He was in the
talking
bottom
about?
three.
Bro,
Hey,
so
double
you
A,
He
talking
was in
about
the
below
bottom
block.
3 in the Premier League. We got
Everyone muted. Let me just ask a question to everyone because we're all shouting over each other. Everyone relax. Yeah? It's Tahi. Yeah? Please, everyone relax.
It's just
My
their
thing
lies,
is, yeah.
bro. I just have to remind them of
No,
their lies.
guys. I want to ask a question, yeah? I don't know where you seen it. When have you ever seen a goalkeeper being phased out like this? Give me examples where a goalkeeper's been phased out on the bench and then whatever.
Just
You
Chelsea,
tell me that one, please.
I think it's just Courtois and
Chelsea.
Czech, and that's the only one I can.
That's
think
the only
of.
one where
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see
Low-key
that
phased out
phasing
Ramsdale.
out.
Don't say it doesn't happen. Don't say it can't happen, bro.
No, but
Yeah,
I'm
but I
saying
don't-
it's
again-
unrealistic though.
But we're missing the point. The major
I'm talking
mistake
about a big
was getting
change.
Onana. We did not address that. We did not
No.
identify a goalkeeper that was good enough. Just because the girl that I was with, who I broke up with, isn't good enough. I mean, and we don't get on, and then I get with a next girl, and that doesn't work out. Does not mean you go back to your ex. It
And the
doesn't work
context
like
as well, by the way.
Well,
Big
guys, we're not
wages.
saying to go back. though. No one's saying to go back. I
wages.
think you men have been a bit
Manager
stubborn.
comes in, new
What
manager.
we're saying is this. What we're saying is this, though, Saeed. Yeah, is that when
we
the
got the top
Gea
4
agreed-
goalkeeper in the league, man.
No,
so you
but
should
what
be
we're
happy.
saying, when he agreed, but I didn't want him. I'm just backing him because he's here. I'm just telling you the facts. When
Oh,
the Gea agreed,
okay, all right,
when he
okay,
agreed,
all right.
when he agreed to take a pay cut and he signed a new contract, and then Man United went back on it and flipping tore it up and got rid of him. All we're saying is that the Gea wasn't perfect, but the team wasn't perfect. The Gea wasn't perfect, but he was in a bad team as a whole. This is when man were up flipping Eric Ten Hag's backside, hyping him, going on like he was the next flipping best thing since sliced bread. But I was telling you, the team's not perfect. This is when remember the Gea got flipping. They cancelled his contract when he won the Golden Glove. That's when he got
They
cancelled.
offered him a contract, but then
Listen,
they withdrew it.
Listen, no,
He wasn't good enough. That's why nobody came and picked him up. He was that good. That's why nobody came and picked him up.
Let me say the facts. They cancelled his contract when he got the Golden Glove. Everybody told me the only reason he got the Golden Glove is because Martinez was so great and the back four was so great.
Yeah,
So that's facts.
The next season, everyone's telling me how crap Martinez is, and when he finished.
Is he
Yeah,
cutting out?
you're cutting out, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You're waffling.
Yeah.
But anyway, listen. But listen, hold on a minute. We got a bad appointment. Yeah, that is the bigger issue. Yeah.
No,
Had we-
what I was saying is there's not a 50
Had we
million
got a
difference.
better
There
keeper,
was not a
had
50
we got a
million
better
difference.
keeper than David De Gea, we would not be having this conversation. And like I said, it can happen. It happened at Man City. It's happened at Arsenal. It happened at Chelsea. These things can happen where you get the first goalkeeper wrong. The manager wants to bring him in because he knew him from his Ajax days. That's one of the reasons why, by the way, we're letting Ten Hag off the hook here, man. Ten Hag brought
I don't let him off the hook. I don't let him off the hook. I don't let him off the hook.
We're letting off Ten Hag off the hook.
I
This
let
guy
him off
brought
the hook.
half of his
I
man
didn't let him
here.
off the hook.
He
I didn't
knew
want that
them.
manager from the
He
day he
knew
walked in the
them.
flipping door. From the
He
day he
knew
walked in the
them.
door, I didn't want that manager. I didn't want that
I'm
manager.
just saying. I'm not saying it's you. I'm saying the biggest issue we got to deal with is that this brother brought half his man them here. He brought them here. That's why David Hay went as well. Because this new manager came in, said, you know what, I'm bringing half a man them in. 18 to 2 years later, we're all realizing, that was the biggest shit mess ever. We're all realizing that. That's it.
Can I just ask something? You see this Bravo guy that you keep using your case study with, yeah?
Bravo, yeah.
What was his sort of like career like beforehand?
He played at Barcelona.
What was he, the first goalkeeper or the second goalkeeper?
I think he came in after Victor Valdez after the World Cup.
I'll tell you now. Give me 1 second.
How long did he last at Barcelona?
I'll tell you now. 1 second.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, tell us now.
I'll tell you now. So
It wasn't that long. I don't think so.
He was at Barcelona. 2 seasons he spent as their first choice goalkeeper. Before that, he was at Real Sociedad. He was
How
their
much
first
did he
choice
cost?
goalkeeper. How much did he cost? Who? City.
On the keeper.
How much did he cost Manchester City?
Yeah.
17 M's.
17 million.
20, bear in mind, this isn't 20. Bear in mind,
£70 million
this is in
mistake versus a
2016.
50 million quid mistake.
This is in.
No,
This is in 2016. This is in 2016.
Players were still going for 100
But
million in
it's not.
2016, so we don't want to hear
Yeah,
about all
it's-
that.
We don't equate to 50
Players were
million.
going for 100 million in 2016.
Who went for 100 million in
What's the point?
2016?
What's the point? I want to know what's the point is here, first of all.
Who went for 100 M's in 2016?
Players.
Well,
Fair
Pogba
players.
went for 90.
How much did Bell
Pogba
go
went
for?
for 90.
Land the point. Can you land the point?
Who went for 100
How
million
much
in
did Gareth
2016?
Bell? How much did Gareth Bell go for?
He wasn't 100 M's.
85.
He wasn't 100 M's.
Pogba went for 90 in
How
2016, though.
How much-
He wasn't 100
Pogba went for
Yeah, but
90.
you're going
Pogba went for
on
90,
people-
didn't he, though?
Pogba went for
Do you know what
90,
I'm like?
yeah.
Anything, I'm just pointing out
do you
it
know
was
what's mad?
2016.
Do you know?
That's
Do you
all
know
I
what's
said.
mad? Yeah.
I don't equate to 50
You know
million
what-
now. You know what I mean?
I never
Do you
said
know
that.
what's
Equate
either.
to 50
I still
million.
want to know what his point was, but listen, we move anyway. You get me?
My point.
Yeah, your point. What's your point?
My
please?
point was that was a £17 million mistake. Yeah.
This is a 50 million pound one.
This is a £50 million mistake. Yeah. Not
Yeah,
only that. Yeah. You
Not
want to
50
turn
million,
around.
43
Hold on,
million.
hold on.
We
You wanna
make
turn-
bigger
Listen, you want to
mistakes.
turn around. Listen, you want to
Okay,
turn
guys,
around.
we're in euros. We're
You want to
doing
turn
euros
around
here,
and crash
Saeed.
it. Listen, you want to
We're
turn it
doing
around
euros,
and
50
crash it on
million
your
euros.
goalkeeper that won Player of the Year multiple times. Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care.
No, because wait, because he won the gold because he won the Golden Glove. Yeah, but it was the defense. But this guy's come from Inter, whose defense is known for being a great defense.
Yes.
At the end
Yes.
of the day, so why did you embrace that signing? Yeah, why did you embrace that?
What do you mean
signing?
embraced it? Listen to
embraced
me,
it.
yeah.
You
A
wanted
new
a goalkeeper.
manager comes in.
You wanted
Hold on,
you embraced Ten Hag. You wanted Ten Hag. Yeah, you embraced these signings, and then now all of a sudden I'm the fraud because I'm telling you,
You know
these
why?
are
You know
fucking
why?
mistakes.
I'm not again. I'm not doing this whole idea of what I felt at that point. There is Manchester United needed a new goalkeeper. The manager brought in his goalkeeper. As a United fan, at that point there, cool. We can all do with this. I didn't want him. We as fans,
You just wanted a
backed the manager
change,
in this-
so you just felt
Hold
like
on
a
minute,
change.
Let me land the point. We need a new goalkeeper. The manager brought in Onana. Cool.
you felt like
you
a
have
change.
to give that. Hold on a minute. You have to give that chance for him to prove to you that you know what, he's the number one.
So you felt
18
like a
months
change.
later- Can you let me land my point, man? 18 months later, we have then realized after new evidence here that he's not the guy. How is that wrong?
It wasn't new evidence.
No,
It was new
Saeed,
evidence.
that's wrong.
You was
Saeed.
new
That's
evidence.
wrong.
So it's
No,
Saeed's
no,
fault.
New
It's
evidence.
Saeed's fault
New
that we
evidence.
said.
Listen,
It's
the
evidence
new
that
evidence.
led
Hold
to
a
that.
second. You just wanted a change for fun, but the new evidence, you're talking
Yeah,
about new
fact.
evidence 18 months down the line, bro. Pre-season, this guy's getting caught like a salmon
Oh
in the
my
fucking net.
God, man.
What you
That's
on
I'm
about?
saying, bro.
What you
How
on about?
Wait, so it's
Right,
the fans'
what you
fault
on
that we
about?
said.
It was there.
Chaps,
It was
chaps,
always
He's
there.
man.
Chaps. It's the fans' fault, like Saeed, because we signed statistically the best goalkeeper in the Champions League that season, and then he's down tools from there. So it's our fault. So it's Saeed's fault that we got one of the best options.
Hold on.
I'm just
People
following
turn
the
around-
logic of
and then
reasoning.
people turn around and say stats ain't everything. Stats ain't everything. This is what I'm trying
What
to say.
people say, I argue with them.
Everyone just moves the goalpost.
I argue with them
for
every
this
day.
one, for that one. It was, listen, you wanted a change. You felt like De Gea was done. It's clear that De Gea was going through a bad moment.
De Gea
He needs
was
to reset
done, though.
himself.
De Gea
He
was
was-
good.
De Gea was
40
done.
minutes talking about De Gea and
Is
Onana.
he-
Is
is
he-
he
is he
done
had
now?
this
Is he
year?
done
Have you seen
now?
the
Is
games
De Gea
he's
done
done this
now?
year?
Is
Cool.
De
How
Gea
long
done
did it take
now?
him to get a club?
Come on.
Yes, for where we're
Is
trying to
De Gea
go
done
to.
now?
Yes,
It's more
yes,
than
yes,
Fiorentina.
yes, he
Yeah.
is.
He's
Yes,
in
he's done
Serie A.
now.
He's in
Yes,
Serie
he's
A.
done now. Yes, that's why he's at
Hey,
Fiorentina. Yes,
Hey,
He's
Traps,
one of the
Traps.
best keepers in
Traps.
Serie A.
Done
He's one of the
He's
best
done
keepers
now.
in Serie A.
So was
Traps, do you know why he's done?
He's one of the
Because
best
he's
keepers
in
in
the same
Serie A.
made Onana look good. That's why, bro. He's in the same league that made Onana look
at
good.
Swear down,
Fiorentina.
man. You know,
No,
guys.
man, you know,
He's at Fiorentina. That tells you all you
Hey,
need
double
to
A.
know.
I don't think it was the league that made it look good. It
We
was
are
the
not
Champions
in a
League final.
position to
Oh,
judge
yeah,
anybody.
It was the Champions League
Listen.
final. It's them kind of moments that these men gas up and think that these players are good.
The most
It's the same
Did you
reason.
say-
It's the same reason why.
Okay.
Same reason why when that reel was going around with Amrabat ducking down, man. Yeah, they thought he was great as well. Yeah, lo and behold, he got his ass
Oh, now
handed in
Amrabat
that
shit.
game. Fully got his ass
Yeah,
handed in that
cool,
game
cool.
as well.
You're the
This is
I told
what
you
it
so,
is,
innit? Yeah, I get it.
Man,
This is the I told you so crew, innit? You know what I
Bro,
mean?
listen, I can
Alright.
listen, say it.
No, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind, innit?
I can be. I told
You know
you
what
so.
it is? You know how
Someone
easy it is to
someone
be-
needs to
hold
tell
on,
you, though.
hold on.
Yeah, but someone needs to tell you,
Guys,
though.
guys. You know how easy it is to be the I told you so crew? It's easy. You don't give any predictions at the start. You don't give your real opinion about the players at the start. And in the end, you just say, I told you
did.
so.
Me,
You know what I
I
mean?
don't
I
get
don't
that.
give
my
a
real
lot
opinion.
of people
Yeah,
that
but
love
no,
to see I
Saeed,
told you so.
Saeed,
And it's all good.
Saeed,
It's
Saeed,
all
I
good.
see what you're trying to do here. Stop
I
trying
mean,
to
sure
do,
though.
no, don't
I
try to
told you so.
Don't
That's
try
it.
to do this because in order order for you to say "I told you so," you would have to have given your opinion in the first place. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what you want about?
No, but the thing is, you got to remember, the
the
manager comes into a football club. You got to understand, a new manager comes in. Did you or did you not back Ten Hag coming through the football club? Yes
me?
or no? Yes.
No.
Yeah, I backed him.
So all right, so Trap, say
Are
you
you
had
kidding
no
me?
pride. Okay, so Trap, say you had no pride
No,
as a
he
United
didn't.
fan.
Trap
Say,
still won.
wait.
You know what's mad?
Trap, let me ask you a question.
You know what's mad, yeah? Saeed, we had this conversation on your show, on your show. Leon pressed me about this. I sent Leon the videos and the evidence that I did not back this.
You were 10 Hag out. You were 10 Hag out before you came in.
I didn't want this guy here. I didn't want this guy.
Okay,
Who is this
that's
guy?
cool.
So why are you giving him
That's
credit
fair.
for getting us third and having the most clean sheets if you didn't want him? It's like you choose one to say you were right and you choose one to say you were
Well, I
wrong.
don't.
That's simple. That's it, Stuffy. That's it.
No. So what did you say, Seth?
Because you just okay,
No, what
so
I
you
was doing
saying all
was
this
no
and he's
stuff.
saying, "Oh,
We're gonna have to
I didn't
VAR.
want
We're gonna have to VAR. We're gonna have to VAR it, man.
You said you
VAR
didn't
it.
want him and all that, but you were just using stats in his first season to credit De Gea. So when you're talking about the defense, the clean sheets, the fact that we finished third, all that was because of Ten Hag. So why are we right now saying we didn't want him, but then you're using the good defensive system to say, "Oh, he did that." I just don't get it. I don't get it.
The
Why are we
defensive
doing that?
stats you were talking about with De Gea, the clean sheets and everything like that.
You were bragging about the defensive stats, and he was a part of that. So
But we never scored enough goals. We never scored enough goals on
Listen,
that.
man, 1 second. Let's take a break. Let me read these super chats, man, because we need a break, man. Because this ain't.
It's like he says.
We need ad break. We need ad break, guys. There's 4,000 people here, yeah, and there's only 1.5k likes, man. So please hit the like button, people, man. We need an ad break. Amorim Let's have an ad break, man. Everyone calm down, man. Amorim is calling Ineos to meet him in the car park. This manager is brilliant. Please keep him. Fergie's done. Is a done deal. 30 years of fame, 30 years of shame. Embarrassed. We lost to the worst cup ever, the FA Cup. Wilson be the first brother to say Amorim out. English Challenge says Euro team Lille are playing UEFA Champions League football, and he came to Man United. I was questioning his ambition. Came for the bag like only fan. Oh, listen, yeah, man. Big up Sunshed, big up Saeed. Hit the like button, subscribe. We need 1k likes. We're past 1k. We need 2k. We are going to comparison between Man United and I'm guessing, I don't know what you mean there, brother, but big up Suj. Onana is a bomb, bin him off to Oli at Besiktas. Need to see Onana extension. You man are cheeks. 7 Destroyer says, you guys are flip-flops against Arsenal, Liverpool. Players were great. Now they're all not good enough. No, the manager is too stubborn. Players are dead. 3-4-3. It has to take criticism as well. Manager picks the team. It's on him. The ghost of Ten Hag haunts us. You man need to let up and Ineos and Amorim. There's no market for Deadwood. Amorim told us he said would suffer. Let's be honest. He's been found out not good. Amorim's been found out. Okay, cool. Not the worst team. One of the worst managers at the moment. Slowly turned on the manager as usual. Says Plug Scope. Boomer, you are Amorim not good enough. Sorry, fact. East Coast Red says, deep this, bro. Onana has 10 errors in 2 years compared to De Gea, 17 in 12 years. You're right. These players need to be held accountable. Musa's obsessed with Onana. He has an agenda. Sanchez clear of Onana, says Mitati. Moses takes on Onana is an Onana type howler. Danny says, this guy say Onana is top 4. I don't even think Marcel will come out of this nonsense. Is he concussed? Relevant says, you guys are missing the obvious. All rises and falls on the coaches. You can't play one way alone. That's right there is a problem. Serie A is bad. Ratsugi is top scorer. Yeah, he is with her. East Coast Red said, problem is downgraded from a goalkeeper who had 17 errors in 12 years. I think he said this already. To this day, has 10 errors in 2 years. That's a fact. George has got his popcorn out. Big up to you, George.
Oh, yeah.
Inter won the league after Onana and United went 3-8. He clashed, smash a like button on the video. Red Devil says, sorry, had to defend David De Gea here. He single-handedly saved us so many times with his saves. He's done us wrong, but saved us compared to Onana. Zamiak says, Traps, you should have signed Ramsdale, his future there. You guys make me laugh. You say De Gea's washed because he plays in Serie A, but now you're bigging up Onana's side for having the best stats from that same league. Nah, foolishness. Suj says 4K in here. Run the likes up, 2.5K likes, and get Saeed 250, 40K. Big up Suj, man. Red Devil says number 2 isn't comparable with years, but Onana kicked us out of the Champions League. Every save Onana makes, he looks shaky. In these same moments, he could do so much more. Adash says any decent keeper should save his team more than cost his team. De Gea did that. Onana can cost his team more than save it. and that Inter definitely bailed him out. And club is broken. A new shake is a real shake. Need a real shake to save us. Let me get Rhino in to give us maybe another perspective, man, in terms of the game, bro. Let's get a different perspective. Obviously, don't want to talk about Onana now. But what were you saying, bro? You know, what I mean, you wanted to come in and have your say. What are you saying, bro?
This is an absolute mess. This is an absolute mess. And I love all the man them on this panel, but this is a mess. So I'm just here to just calm everything down, bring a bit of, you know, don't start that group chat gaslighting thing. All day today, you've been telling us about we're gaslighting you, we're doing this, we're doing that. Listen, guys, we're talking about David De Gea in 2025. Come on. This is mad. David De Gea, bro.
This is how bad we are, bro.
And I get it. This just shows where we are. I get it, but do you know what it is, yeah, guys, man? I'm on the calm train, innit? Like, I'm just chilling. I'm calm. I get it. Everyone's got a right to be upset and feel how they want to feel, but bro, nothing is happening that we didn't already know. This is a fact. Nothing's happened that we didn't already know. Yes, we've got new players and etc. But Saeed, just 3 weeks ago, I was on the panel and you guys you're cussing the players the same way. Then we have a good game against Liverpool and Arsenal, and I get it. The man them get on the giddy train. Then all of a sudden, 4-0. We're gonna smoke Southampton 4-0. We're gonna do this. And I said, rah, the man them just don't learn. And I get it though, because we're footballing fans.
Hey, right, you said 4-0.
I can't remember. Traps, call me. You was on the panel. I was in the chat. I was in the chat. The man them talk. It was man them talk.
Right, don't you remember when everyone was grinning up their teeth talking about 3-0s, 4-0s? You was involved. Yeah. Danny was involved. Yeah. Rance was involved. And when
Rance was involved as well.
Flawless said that we're going on a run. Flawless said that we were going on a run.
Don't you remember? I don't know what the score's going to be. Just get the win. The man them said, Traps, look what you're doing. You're ruining it.
If we lose, it's your fault. That's what they said.
They wanted to do a big group hug and be like, yeah, we're going to win 4-0. Yeah, no, I wasn't involved. Yeah,
all roads lead to the dugout. I said it under Erik ten Hag. I want to say it again. All roads lead to the dugout.
Do you know why I'm going to defend Amorim? Yeah, go on, Musa. You say so. I'll speak after.
Yeah, I got love for him. Yeah, Rhino. But who's Amorim's men? Who's the goalkeeper coach? Who's the assistant manager? That's 26 years old. Who are his men? Because they came in through the door. And them saw them in Manchester and flipping Montclair
in the streets and that.
And everyone got who are his in the streets?
I was gassed by that as well.
There's assistant coaches.
Like he runs a chippy. I want to know what's going on.
Because you saw your manager. Because you saw your manager in the center of Manchester. With a Montclair on. Yeah, you was gassed.
I was.
People was gassed. Yeah, it was crazy. I don't get that. I'm with you on that. Exactly. I don't understand that.
I was. I keep it a buck. I wouldn't say gas, but I wouldn't say gas, but I was like, yeah. He's looking like one of the man them. I was just like, yeah, he's looking like one of the man them.
Who are his men though? You know, like seriously, have we not to scrutinize the manager, but who are his men? Have we proper looked at his setup to understand what we've got in a crisis? Because it's good enough when a team's playing well. You're dominating your league, you're doing certain things, but we know that United is in a bad state, and we would have told him, if you're coming here, don't agree to not having any players in the flipping January transfer window, because these guys will down tools on you and they'll let you down. We would have been the first to tell him. He's come in here with these group of men.
But Musa, why is that bad? Why is that bad? Why is that bad if he doesn't get no players and he knows there's a longer term plan? Why is that bad?
And these players.
Why is bad? Do you know why it's bad? Because the fan base and the British media will switch on this guy so badly at the start of next season. He starts poorly. If he finishes like 12th, he has to start the season well. Like when I mean has to, he has to. He can't be like 6 games in the new season, 7 games in, and we're still bottom half of the season. They'll start saying that this guy's turned United into a bottom half of the flipping league club. He will be under so much pressure. It won't help him. And I want to
Ten Hag, yeah.
Ten Hag left us in 13th. So he's not doing anything.
Well, under 7 games. After 7 games. But after how many games? 7 games.
Two seasons, really. Had 2 seasons. They had 600 million to spend. So it's not like it's just 7 games.
No, but he finished 8th. The worst he finished was 8th with 2 trophies. He's crashed.
In his third season, In his third season, he had us sitting in 13th when we sacked him. How are we
Third
doing this
season.
for this
How
year?
many
After
games
spending
played? How many
money.
games played?
Hey,
spent
Musa,
big
I
money.
don't remember, but I
Musa.
can tell you how much money he spent.
Hey,
That's
Musa.
to me,
13,
that's
I
all
think
we
it
know.
was 13, 14
I told
games.
you, I
No,
wanted
it was
him
13,
out from
14
the
games,
second
Musa.
season. After 4 games of the second season side, I came on here and I said, Eric Ten Hag out. And he's like, whoa, slow down. I said, no, I've seen something from this manager. He's done.
Yeah, I remember
He's
that.
done.
I remember
That was
that.
like 4
So you
games
think
in.
Amorim's done? Musa,
How are you
you
doing
think
in
No, I
Amorim's
don't
done?
think Amorim's done,
How he
but I
said
think
that.
he's underestimated the job. I clearly think he's underestimated the job because I think from the answers that he's given, yeah.
I don't think he's
Yeah, I
underestimated the
think
job.
he underestimated the
I
job.
think
He
he's
said it was going to be
Let Ash
difficult.
come in. Let Ash come in. Ash, go on. Go ahead, Ash.
Yeah, no, because he said it was going to be difficult. He said he's going to be difficult moments. Do you know what I mean? And what was
he
that
said we
word
have
he was
to
using?
suffer,
Something like
Ash.
survivor.
The storm.
You know,
The storm's coming.
storm.
He said
Yeah, he said the
two
storm's
press
coming. He was
conferences
fully
ago,
aware of
What
it.
that time, man? Them. Come on. What that
2
time,
press
man?
conferences ago, Ash, he said, I didn't think it would be this hard. He said that. He
Yeah,
said,
but he
I
also
thought it
said
would
we
be
have to
tough.
suffer. So that's him acknowledging
Yeah.
how bad this job is. He said we have
That's
to
why I
suffer.
said he underestimated it.
And today, how when he said it's a storm,
You know what?
he said,
You know what?
today he said
No,
the
but-
fans and the players have to suffer. He
Yeah,
generally
and
said
Staffy, to add to
Even
that
he
point
said-
as well,
but even
Amorim
he
was
said-
calling this from time. He's saying that there's going to be,
Even
it's
he
going to
said
be.
2 press conferences ago, he didn't think it was this bad. I thought he was the ideal manager because you needed a level of naivety and freshness as a young manager to take on such a big job and not be put down with all the pressures of the history and all the madness that's gone in here. You need a level of that freshness of a manager. And I feel like all the older managers with all the experiences that they've had, it's like a relationship they've had. If you've had bare of them, you just go in there always looking at things like thinking it's going to be peak. I feel
wait, but
because
how
he
can he be
didn't
the
have,
ideal manager? Musa, how can he be the ideal manager when we, for 3 years under Ten Hag, we recruited for a 4-3-3, and then we got someone who plays a completely different system? That
I
is
said
the
his
opposite
mindset.
of being
His
ideal.
mindset. I thought
I
his
know,
mindset
his
was
mindset
ideal.
is fine.
And he
but
wasn't scarred. He didn't have a lot of scars in previous jobs of failing to come in here and feel like, oh, he's going to be overwhelmed. I feel like he's very optimistic about what he can do and what he believes in himself as a manager.
This is what he
And I
said.
think
This is
that's
what
a
he
good
said.
thing.
This is what he said. This is what he said. This is what he said. Right. Let's listen to this.
In 10 games in Premier League, we won 2. I know that. Imagine what is this for a fan of Manchester United. Imagine what is this for me. So we are getting a new coach that is losing more than the last coach. I have full knowledge of that. Like I said, I'm not going to change no matter what. And I know we can succeed, but we need to survive this moment because I'm not naive. And I know that we need to survive now. We are being the worst team, maybe, in history of Manchester United. I know that you want headlines, but I'm saying that because we have to acknowledge that and to change that. So here we go, your headlines.
Guys,
Guys, relax.
Guys, one second. Let me break that down here. What he's effectively saying here is that he knows the reality. He understands it, but he isn't going to change. He acknowledges he could be sacked. You man hearing that? He's saying, I know that if results go out, his brother...
He's not panicking. He's not panicking, is he? He's relaxed.
He's relaxed because he knows, brother, ain't nobody fixing this mess, bro. Ain't no manager coming through that door, and flicking a switch, and everyone's going to be better. He knows that. And the biggest thing that he said, before you man them go, he goes, I will not let this job change me. And so be it, bro.
And that's what we wanted. We wanted this. That's what we wanted.
All the manager adapted and said, I can't play the Ajax way. I don't want this manager to go. Okay, we could talk about personnels not being correct and whatever, but don't change. I'm sorry. I'm backing the manager and I'm not backing his players. Oh, but let's cuddle them. Let's make it better for them. No, let them suffer, man. Let them. And we have to still hold them accountable. Still have to cuss them out every game.
Do you know why I love this? Do you know why I love this manager? Like he's coming out and saying that you need to remember, like Manchester United have been relegated, and he's saying you're playing worse than a team that's been fucking relegated. And this is what they need. I'm all for this. I know Musa, you're saying if Jose has said that, but Jose will go about it in a way that it's not his fault.
Ego.
His ego. He's not his fault. This is the reason. Where Amorim's saying, I will, if you back me, I will get this right. As long as the belief is in me to stick with my ideology and the way I see the game and the way I'm going to coach this team, I will get it right. But right now, these men can't do it. Whatever I'm asking them to do, they can't go and perform it on a consistent basis on the football pitch. And he's fucking right in doing so because, bro, everyone that goes to Old Trafford sees him. The way he's pacing, you probably see it on the TV, but he's non-stop pacing. And the worry on his face for me is like, you're right. You're probably right in what you're saying, Musa. There's an element to the truth of fucking hell. What have I walked into? How did I not? How did I not? But I also think the job may be true in that. But I also think he can't believe a group of players on this amount of money playing for Manchester United are this shit and just cannot do the fundamentals of football. And when you have a group of players, millionaires that can't do the fundamentals.
It's not over with.
Like
and to add to that, I'll go on stuff here. I'll add
one second right now. I was going to say, because after this one, the one that you played, Saeed, because they asked him, they were like, at the end of the day, the club has spent millions and millions on these players, and they get paid millions a year to play football, and they perform this way. He made a very good point, which brings back to the fact that he's trying to stick to his principle. He said today when we were losing, when he watched the end of that game, it's the manner of how we lost. He was like, we can lose games. It's just how did we play when we lost the game? He said, when you look at the end of the game, all the players started going out of position, which is something he didn't like. That's why he's saying when everyone's saying tweak the system, play it 4 in the back, play it 2 up front. He said, I'm not going to do that because we lost and they didn't want to stick to the plan. He's basically saying after all this, he still needs to coach him more to at least positionally be where he wants him on the pitch. So until they get that right, he cannot change what he's changed because he didn't lose because of his principles. He lost because they didn't want to fully do his principles. And that's why you have to respect that he's standing on his business. We call Ten Hag a coward for that. We cannot flip-flop now when a manager does that and we say, oh, he's still wrong for not flip-flopping. We have to stand on business with him.
And to add on stuff for you, what Flawless said earlier as well, because I was watching the show, like a lot of our deficiencies were being covered up. Now everything's been is in the open now. So that's why we're going to see a worse thing than we've ever seen. And I think this is what we need. I get it in terms of the pride of Man United and all of that, but we need to let go of the pride and evolve into the new era that, you know what, we're going into a new phase now where we're going to see these players are being exposed for what they are. Amorim was shocked when we played against Liverpool like that. Then he's like, Southampton's going to be the big test. And we scammed that game.
Yeah, what did he say? Repeat what he said right before the game.
He said that. He said Southampton. He said he doesn't care about Liverpool. He don't care about Arsenal. Southampton is going to show me about these players.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy, Rhino? We all knew that as fans as well. When people was predicting big wins against Southampton, I was like,
this is why I'm worried, guys.
Okay, not all, but some.
Everybody was worried though, Flawless. I'm worried that because if he's talking like the way Ranić spoke, no one ain't spoken the way Ranić spoke since my man's come in. But if he was getting the backing of Ineos early on in the window, I'll be like, if these players down tools, no matter what happens, this manager's going to get the backing. But I feel like with Ashworth leaving and whatever happened, had something to do with the choice of manager, I believe, or who came in. I don't know. Something's not right there. So my thing is this. Back the manager and make it clear, you man down tools, you don't down tools, you finish 15th, 16th, we're with Amorim and we're building his team. But what I'm afraid of, these men are flipping, they're soft. And as soon as they start hearing they were playing out of position, you know, we're the worst team in history. So if 2 or 3 of these men down tools, guys, and if this is what it looks, if this is what it looks like with them trying, brother, I don't know how it's going to look like when they down tools. So I'm just worried that he could lose these players before the end of the season.
The player power thing can creep in.
Yeah, and that's why we should stand with him, Musa. That's why we should
I'm with him. I'm saying, what's Ineos doing?
We got people lashing out on the manager. That's the problem.
Where's Ineos go? Ineos need to stand
Musa's
with
worried
him.
about Ineos. Musa's worried about Ineos.
Yeah,
you know the fan base.
You are right to worry about Ineos because they're crooks. However, the whole thing about if players down tools, do you respectfully?
We've heard the fan base.
They down tools.
Certain men don't even want the 3 in the back. Some people don't believe in Amorim. We know how the fan base are.
I say this all the time. Forget the fans. Win games. That shuts us up.
But he's Manchester United is successful. That shuts up games with these man. They need to give him about 3 signings.
You can win games. Musa,
you need to have his summer transfer window. His summer transfer window has to be now. Like
I
his summer
agree
transfer
with,
window
I
has to be
agree
now.
with that, Musa.
This is
I
his
agree with
summer
that.
transfer window. They need to
Yes.
take every fine and everything that comes with it
Yes.
and go and get the players that he needs and just
Yes.
go in. Forget the nonsense. That would wake those players up. If those players see about 3-4 men walk through the door in this flipping January transfer window, they know it's long for them. It's a long day. You all might as well start leaving. But if they don't do that, and he has to depend on these, man, until the end of the season. If they don't get flipping Amorim a player in, it's a flipping crime. I'm telling you.
Musa, do you know when to add to that? Yeah, what's mad? Yeah, is that I can't even remember what I was gonna say, but I just feel like with the fact, I remember now. I feel like a part of Jim Ratcliffe and what these guys are planning, I think they're trying to change a bit of the culture. Yes, we can take that risk and get more fines and that, but we've been doing that for so long. The Glazers haven't put a penny in our club, and we've just been rinsing it, debt in the club. And I get it. Other teams are in debt too, but no team is in the position Man United is in. Let's keep it a buck. As much as we're the highest earning club in Europe, one of the highest earning clubs in Europe, what highest earning club has been run how Man United has been run? And I think we've forgotten how bad in the mud we are. So maybe they want to change that culture of doing all these little dodgy things and whatever. That's why they're doing some of these things that we don't agree with. Some people are upset about the Christmas dinner thing and them cutting certain wages and them getting rid of certain staff and that. Maybe they're just trying to flip this whole thing and maybe in the next 2-3 years. And I'm saying maybe, I know people don't like that, but maybe we're leading towards being an efficient club properly. You know, because look at all the things that they've done already in the structure-wise that we're spending money on for no reason. You know what I mean? And now they're trying to cut the wage bill as well. That's why I want to give it time. Don't get it twisted. I feel like we need players in January. We need to back Amorim and that. But go on, Double A, what are you going to say?
I was going to say that the problem with all that, Musa, is Rhino. Cutting all the staff out. When you've got Casemiro, Rashford, and all these players on mad money, trying to get rid of Rashford, trying to get rid of Casemiro, trying to get rid of Antony. Where's that money going? Because it's not going in the playing staff, mate. We're still millions and millions of pounds in debt. We're still,
but it's a step in it. It's a step.
But it's a step. But what step in the direction is it? Is it a step to save the club, or is it a step to make us better on the football pitch? Because we're led to believe that Ratcliffe was coming in to make us the best team in the world again. I'm seeing nothing to back that up in any way, shape, or form. We struggle. I say we brought good players in the summer year, which we did, but even that was a fucking drawn out saga for most of them. Waiting to the last minutes to go and get a Garte who we needed from day dot. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now
we needed more.
Yeah, of course we do. But this is why we've always said, even we said it with Ten Hag, that he needs 5 windows. All he got was 2 summers because he would never do nothing in January for him other than Weghorst. You know what I'm saying? So we can't plan with a manager, especially one that comes in half the season and not give him 1 window when the first window comes around. You need to go on the front foot.
That's mad.
Just one more thing, Saeed. You talk about clubs who's in the mud more than us. Look at Barcelona. I think that they're in a worse position than us. They're still going out and getting players, mate, regardless of who it is. They're finding a way to do something. I agree with Musa. Manchester United just need to do whatever it costs and take whatever fine. Mate, listen, if we can go and get 4 or 5 players now, I'll go and take a 3-point deduction next season, 5-point deduction next season. Because if it gets the players we've got that can take us to that next level, then 3 points are going to get. Because how many points we've lost 10 games this season. I guarantee if we've got a team that can fucking play football, half of them losses don't happen. So then 3 points mean nothing.
And to add to that,
so what will be your?
My guy Lex,
I'll go after you, Flawless.
He mentioned this as well. Shout out to my guy Lex. Run me my charges. If we can get 3-4 players, run me my charges if it means we get major trophies. City got 115 charges. Guess what? I'll take them 115 charges if you win what they've won. What we talking about here? Break the rules. What we talking about?
I hear that.
Do what needs to be done. Hey, if you promise me a 4P and a treble, 115 charges, 135, 265. Break the rules, whatever the case may be.
Before you come in, Musa, we've talked about how bad it is here, but what now? Because
that's Saeed. That's what I was going to say. Saeed, I'm even going to ask a question to lead to that. So if we right now we're 19th January, cool. What's our expectations for the rest of this season? And if we do get players, let's say we got the 3 players you are asking for, what would be your expectation?
No,
what's your aim?
I need to see who we bring in because I've seen us bring in Weghorst on loan. And that didn't really change my expectations. I don't like kind of deals like that. I want to
But
see
what's the options as well? Are there good options out there right now in January?
Douglas Luiz.
That was my point.
Douglas Luiz is someone that's been entertained. Cunha still hasn't signed his contract.
Yeah, Cunha's option.
Go and put the money on the table. Give him triple of what he's getting at Wolves, because that's how much we earn.
Release clause.
Go get Dibley for the 20 million before he's getting relegated anyways. Instead of spending that 20 million in the summer, go spend it now. Go make any of these signings. Show me just at least effort.
Bro, Cherky's available 21 million, man.
That's all I want to see. I want to see effort.
Cherky's a bad boy.
Cherky's available 21 million, but
even Jonathan David,
and he's for 19 million. Go get him.
Let me break it down. Because I tried to get it in, guys. Yeah. So Anthony right now, as it stands, yeah, he's on his way to Real Betis. So he's on a plane, right? So go to Real Betis, yeah. Casemiro looks like he's gonna leave because right now he's not getting any game time whatsoever, not even off the bench. They're bringing on Collier, bro. That's a disgrace for him. Wallahi, if I'm Casemiro, I'm thinking it's a disgrace on my behalf. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Rashford, the manager, I don't know if you see the words. He goes, I don't really want him. He doesn't suit the way we play. That's free. Garnacho, we're hearing the murmurs of, yo, man's actually wants to go to play for Atalanta. What doesn't help is, again, today, that he didn't play today when United are desperate and he got bought in for the baby minutes towards the end. That's 4 players. Have I missed out anyone else? Malacia, I'm
Ericsson
hearing.
And that. Malacia, yeah.
I think Ericsson will stay. Malacia, I'm hearing, for some reason, he's on loan. There's some Dutch sources. He was called. That is 5 players potentially leaving. So what now? Who are you bringing in? For me, I'm saying go and get 2 fullbacks in, yeah? I don't give a shit, man, them. Give me 2 fullbacks in. Man City going to get Douglas Luiz on loan. Why am I United not involved in Douglas Luiz? Ryan Cherky, Fabrizio Romano's come out and said he's available for 21 million euros. We're hearing Mateus Cunha is available. Go and get them. If you're serious, yeah, you're looking at this team, you want to help the manager, we're struggling, go and pay the money. I'm sorry, man. The expectation on Ineos for me right now is at its lowest, yeah? Go and do your job. We are in this position now. Man City, like Double A said, yeah, they are what? They're in top 4 now, but they spent 200 million in already in January transfer window. If you think it's this bad right now, go out there. You're selling all these players. You get rid of a lot of wages. You get rid of some money. You get some money into the football club now and go and get that players. I'm sorry. Stop it.
I hear that.
Allow the energy. Go and get it. Go and get it.
So you guys just want to see some impetus from them. It's not about pride and
about
just being
about
ashamed.
Intent.
It's just impetus. Intent. Sorry.
It's intent. Like, that's I know what you meant. Like, but that's where the issue lies. Even if we sign players and it goes wrong, and the players, let's say we do bring in a Cherky and we bring in a Douglas Luiz, and the results stay the same and it doesn't work out. At least the intent is right. City have done that. Mamouche and Douglas Luiz and other players they bringing in, maybe their form falls off a cliff. Maybe they don't make top 4, but what was the intent? Did you try and put it right? Ineos at this current time, I'm not even trying to get it right in terms of outgoing's fantastic. All these players, this is what we wanted. We wanted a mass exodus of all these players.
And even then, Spurs is not even that great because they haven't actually even gone yet. So
they've not even gone, but at least it shows intent.
They're showing
the way that Rashford and Garnacho, and you're hearing about Malacia and other players leaving. I'm cool with that. Anthony, etc. These are all players. We are all happy for them to go, but you have to bring players in. These man go. Who's going to be playing? Amorim going to play himself.
Trying to offload over 700K a week in just 2 players.
Yeah, which is smart.
That with?
Yes,
we just gave.
I think that's a dream window in itself. Getting rid of the players that we're getting rid of. That's a dream window. Getting rid of Anthony, getting rid of Malacia, getting rid of Rashford, Casemiro. That's what we all wanted.
It's only a dream when they get replaced, possibly, though, mate.
Just talking about the wages being off. If you're trying to offload,
yeah, but they are going to be replaced. That's the thing. We're not going to lose no one to replace them. They are getting replaced.
I don't know this window.
Not in this window.
It might not be this window, but it might be next window. The fact that they're leaving, like we've wanted these players out for the last 2 years. You know what I mean? And Ten Hag wasn't getting these players out, whereas these players are now leaving. Ineos are now getting these players out. They're actively. I mean, you look at Casemiro being played on the bench and Toby Collier getting minutes ahead of him. I mean, he's being forced out. Rashford being just removed completely from the squad. These players are being forced out now. This
where they going?
Happening in the squad now.
Where are they going now? Because there's no concrete links for either of them. It's all guesswork. Like it's all good them not playing and them not, but. We can't be 19 days in the window, mate, and they're still at the fucking club because Rashford said this 2 weeks ago he don't want to be here. Why the fuck is he still here? You know, you said it before. You said, you know, Walker says it. 2 days later, he's out the fucking door. We need to be doing the exact same
Walker
thing.
gone already, yeah.
Walker, now
Pretty much. And one thing that worries me, right, and this is why we have to be onto it. The Glinios, I'm going to start calling them Glazers and Ineos. Glinios, yeah, is because these men want to win the league in 2028. Are we 3 seasons away from winning the league? No,
brother, no way.
Why are you wasting any window? Why are you wasting any single window? We need to be buying players every single window. We need to be bringing people in, and it worries me that the only kid we've really been linked with, like we're not even seriously, was the kid from Salzburg. This lets me believe there's still no forward planning. There's still no looking for. If you've got players now for the summer, get them in now. Don't piss about, because you must have a list. They must be talking. And Amorim must be looking at, I want this kid, I want him. And whoever it is that's in the committee, why are we waiting? Why are we sitting on our hands waiting 19 days to do anything? It leads me to believe there's no plan.
Let me ask you guys a question.
We're trying to change the culture. Sorry, Rhino, we're trying to change the culture. We spend, how much have we been overspending over the last couple of years on players like Mason Mount? Do you know what I mean? Anthony, you know,
we got Deleta Mazraoui for 52 million. We didn't overspend there. We went and got probably the best bargain. So they can do good deals.
But it took a while, didn't it?
But they should be doing this in October.
Yeah, they should
be looking at players in October.
To be fair, it was on Bayern because
the next spend might be like 30 million or something. You'll be surprised. What's our next spend in the summer?
I don't even know. Let me go look at.
Let me ask you guys a question. Yeah. So, I'm going to throw a spanner in the works. Yeah. Can this be just a lack of patience from us as well? And let me hear me out. I'm not saying it is or not. Cool. Let's say Ineos get rid of 6 players this transfer window. We don't get nobody in, but they've got a plan for the summer window. In you guys' opinion, or whoever agrees with me, it's not good enough.
Yeah, you're sitting 13th. You can't do that when you're sitting 13th.
That's
we've tried to do this. We've tried to rush
what's sitting in 13th?
No, they've done half a job.
You're 10 points away from relegation. You can't do that.
It's half a job.
I would have given them that time, Rhino, if they would brought this manager in the summer. They already lost time by keeping Ten Hag extra, and that's why what's his name got sacked. That was them acknowledging they made a mistake. So we can't be more patient sitting where we are.
So
you lot are seeing the ditch and then thinking, no, we're gonna drop in there. We're getting too close. We're getting too close.
So we spent 250 million. Spent 215 million euros in the summer, and then our outgoings were 100 odd million. So around about. You would say, well, how much is 100 million? 85 million?
So and then talking about making like 107 profit.
Sorry?
No, you're talking about 107 in
we brought 183.
I can't see what that number is. That 103? I can't see.
103. Yeah. So you know,
111.
This is one of our best summers in terms of selling players. 30 million euros for McTominay. 26, obviously, because of the situation with Greenwood, yeah? Wan-Bissaka went for 17 million. That's not too bad, to be honest with you. But we dilly-dallied around a little bit. Kambala, 10 million euros. Hannibal went for 6 to 8 to 9. I think it was 9 million, to be fair. They might not be accurate. 6 million for Alvaro Fernandez, but we've got a buyback clause on him. For Kundo, we could have got more, but we got 6 million. Van der Beek one is rising up to whatever million. And Amari Fawcett, all them free transfers. Varane, free transfer. Jadon Sancho's a loan transfer. To be fair, Jadon Sancho, we got 25 million there, so you add 25 million on top of that one as well.
That's the wages.
But that's going to be next summer, Saeed.
And the loan fee.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's the situation right there. But in terms of selling, it wasn't our worst summer when you deep it.
But that's why, Saeed, when we're getting links with Garnacho going to Napoli, and I'm seeing the men are crying, saying keep him as a squad player. Did you see that cameo from him today? Is that a cameo that's worth?
You know what? Let's get into player ratings, man. Before we what are you saying, guys? Onana, player ratings.
Zero, bro. I mean, no one deserves anything other than a 0. I'm not even gonna.
Zeros across the board.
0 across, bro. We never turned up, bro. We were shit. Apart from a penalty, that was it, bro. We were shit. I wouldn't even dignify myself giving him a score, bro. It's 0s across.
You know what? I thought Xerxes held up the ball well. That was a change.
I think Xerxes started well. Xerxes started pressing very well.
Xerxes gets a 1 and he can be man of the match.
He did well, man.
Hey, he was being harsh now, man. Everybody's zeros, yeah? Yeah. He was being harsh now, yeah.
He held his own.
Everyone's zeros,
Xerxes was the only one that was sharp out there, man.
He was good first time.
Ahmad probably get like a 6 or something like that.
So what are we saying to Onana? Is everyone saying 0 or is that too high?
Zero.
Every time he holds the ball in the back of his net as he does.
Oh, what was that, Saeed? What did you say? 2 howlers? Are you giving him a 0?
0, yes. Onana gets a 0.
Hey. I see what you're doing.
But when I said it about the lit for 2 mistakes, different conversation.
Because he was bad across the ball, holding the ball up far too long. Xerxes making great runs. He won't kick the ball out quick. His whole game is terrible. Delo, the agenda's back. The agenda's back with Delo. Fuck.
You know what's smart about
we got to study the fall off.
Yeah, wallahi, I said it on my match reaction. You have to study the fall off alone.
He took on his back a couple of times, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He seemed a bit aggressive in moments. Like he's showing a bit of that, you know what I mean? But yeah, he was crap though. He was crap though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was garbage, but he did that.
Overall, was crap. Yeah, but he showed a bit of a little bit of him still, a little bit
going forward, man. There was something there. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he had confidence from when he was twisting up Trent, and I feel like he was a bit gassed a little bit. I see it, Flawless.
Again. Yeah. See, right now you on the same wavelength.
2, 3.
Who Dallo?
3.
Who are we on Dallo?
Yeah.
Man. When he was attacking, I just felt like I wish we had a more attacking. When I was watching Dallo get into certain positions, I was thinking, bro, imagine we had a mad left wing back, like, you know, to at least that can score or something. But even Dallo can shoot as well, so I don't know what he's on. He's like his acceleration is so bad, bro. He just gets caught up.
He can't attack, man. De Ligt. Are you not concerned by De Ligt's inability to play the ball forward, man? The
reason why I don't put that pressure on him a lot of the time, even though I want
his inability to play the ball forward is quite concerning.
Saeed is sometimes options, because if he just plays it forward and he's losing it, we'll be sat here complaining about it.
I can't lie, bro.
You have the issue is flawless. You have a centre back that just passes sideways, and then his DM only passes sideways.
Yeah,
then Mino's not even a passer.
I need to see more, man. Stepping
out.
You
don't have people that progress the ball.
If he starts playing the ball forward and losing it, we'll start that.
I'm not bothered. I'm just saying, like.
Can I just say something? Saeed did an interview today with Fotmob and a kid from United District. He was bigging up De Ligt, by the way, just before the game. He was saying, "You did, bro." When they were asking you, what did he say? Keep or sell.
It was this
De Ligt and Martinez. No. He said De Ligt or Martinez. No, listen. He did. Yes, you did. But
it was Lissandro or Martinez.
Hold on a minute.
No. Stop. Let me finish. Let me land.
Wait. What side rattled? Let him finish. What are you hiding?
Lissandro or Martinez, man.
Why are you lying?
Let me land.
Nobody is handing the warrant. You're gonna get nicked, Saeed. You're gonna get nicked.
Let me land my point. All I'm saying was, you was asked the question: would you sell or keep De Ligt or Martinez? You said De Ligt, right? You said De Ligt, but then
I said I sell Martinez over De Ligt.
Yes, but then you elaborated on your point by talking about how well suited De Ligt is to the Premier League, and you've been impressed with how he's playing. That's all I am saying. That is all I am saying.
Again, you exaggerated the point. The guy asked me, the guy said to me, keep or sell. You can keep or you can sell. I said, based on my opinions, I said he's suited to the league better than Martinez. What's wrong with that question? What's wrong with that answer? I literally said physicality. Hold on a minute. I specifically talked about the physicality of the league. I said Lisandro Martinez is not suited to the Premier League. So what we're doing here? The guy asked me, you have to choose.
Where we find that video? We want to see that video.
Go see the video. I don't know. You done that. You don't do nothing. The guy's
the chat is saying
I've made a point.
I did something. I did what I wanted to do.
You did what you wanted to do again. You lied. Can you admit you lied? Can you admit you lied?
No. You were saying he was good.
Can you admit you lied?
You were saying he was good. Yeah, you was impressed with how he's played it. You did say
I made a point saying I'm worried about the way he plays out from the back. That's not a question of do I rate him over Lisandro. The question was Lisandro Martinez or De Ligt. I said I'd rather keep De Ligt over Lisandro, and I stand by that. Yeah. All I'm making a point of De Ligt is, he's the ability to play out from the back, it is a little bit concerning. But in terms of box defending, in terms of his actual 1v1 defending, he's suited better to the league. That's all I've said.
It just seemed that whole opinion came from today and nothing else before.
Yeah, but the thing is, how could that
That
go
seems a
from-
bit flip floppy. It's a bit flip floppy. That's all.
I've literally said at the minute, the only concern that I do have, and I've mentioned this time and time again, and I actually agreed with Griggs when he was talking about playing from the back. I said,
Maguire,
you know what? That's a point. Playing out from the back, De Ligt does suffer more than maybe the other centre backs. But in terms of his actual ability to play in the Premier League, I still think he can play to a level. So, you know, that's all it is.
Prediction.
Hey, and that's all I was saying.
He should have done better for the second goal, though. He should step out.
Yeah, that's it.
You should have done better for that second goal because you're marking no one. There's 3 centre backs. Engage. Why are you? But you're not marking. There's no runner. Engage.
Yes. But Mazraoui left a lot of space.
Go watch the second goal back when the player breaks after he beats the press from Agate. He's breaking. The Ligt can go and press. He's marking nobody. There's no runners. You're not vacating space that is going to be run into. That's one of the advantages of playing 3 centre backs is if one steps out, you still have 2 there. You're not playing in a traditional back 4 where there's 2 centre backs and you step out and you're much more likely to be punished because there's space there. That's why you're there. Step out. And I rate the Ligt, but that was all. No, he wasn't a sole one. He had a bad game. But he had a bad game. He didn't play well.
You know,
what are we saying?
I need to see our next 5 games though, because I don't know where the next win's coming. Show me these next 5 games.
I'm not bothered about next wins, man.
Forget that one. Why are you pouring misery on the misery fire, man? What's wrong?
I'm done with that.
What's wrong with
the next game?
Why?
Maguire overall today. What do you think of Maguire?
Dog.
Yeah,
awful.
So we said everyone's 0. Let's stop playing games, man. It's done.
Yeah, bro.
I think Maguire was at fault for all three goals. I think the first one with the offside. Well, the second one, no.
Yes. And the third one, what do you think?
What was the third one again? Remember the third one?
Yeah,
you can't blame him.
It was the cross.
He was distracting Onana with his big head. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Who was else in that back line? Mazraoui was.
Yoro. It was Yoro, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yoro. I thought Yoro did okay.
He did do okay. Bad. In the left as well.
He was okay. Nothing came from his side. He didn't make no errors for no goals. He was all right on the ball. Considering what happened the game before, I thought he was. I don't mean he was good, but he was the best out of the back 3.
Yeah,
comfortable.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. Mazraoui needs to start playing in centre back. He's better suited to guard.
Who do you then drop then? Who do you then drop then? That's the problem. You got to drop someone then.
None of these guys was good enough
Who cares, bro?
There's games where I don't want Euro to play. There's games where I don't want De Ligt to play. There's games where I don't want Maguire to play. It's fine. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm noticing these guys are struggling. I'm just saying they're struggling to defend wide areas. Like that last game against Southampton. If you had Mazraoui playing right centre back, that Sodamata guy would not have cooked them like that because he's a right back, so he's used to defending wide areas. And plus, he gives it the progression that we don't have. That like generally, we don't have anyone in the back line that's a good passer right now, other than Maguire. And our midfield does not pass the ball. We don't progress the ball, and people wonder why our line is so deep. You need to change something up.
Obviously, he's talked about Euro there. Let's talk on Ugarte.
I don't think he was too bad in the first half. Like I said, I think he was our best player progressing the ball. I was surprised he actually came off. I don't think
that's twice he's come off when he's been all right. Still,
yeah, man.
I think we underestimate options as well. A lot of players ain't showing for the ball.
Yeah,
he's always that.
Is that he's one of our most important players who doesn't really start for any of the top 4 teams. That's what I don't like about it. He's so important.
That's hard. That's hard. But at the same time,
joke, man. Onana don't start for no top 4 side. Onana don't start for no top. You gaslighting at the next level, man.
I'm just saying.
Let's have this conversation. We need this conversation because you're a smart individual. What happened?
I'm just saying. Does
this practice work? What happened?
He's concussed. He's concussed.
Onana don't start for no top 4 side.
Let me land. Why are you talking about Onana?
Okay. All right.
Let me just land. This is one of Ineos' biggest signings in the summer. This was an Ineos signing, yeah. One of the biggest signings in the summer. He's come in. He's not really like as a midfielder. He only does one thing for me, and I don't see.
He works for our system, though, Musa.
Nobody else wanted him. We keep on talking about this.
But nobody else plays our system. Who else plays our system?
There's other teams.
Nobody else wanted him. Nobody else wants
you know what
No,
it is,
no other top side plays our system.
I think the biggest issue is, you know what the biggest issue is? I remember in the summer, specifically saying we needed two midfielders. We needed a midfielder to almost break the play up like Ogate, but you also needed someone who could get on the ball
next to him.
break up the lines and do.
Edison's not working for a guy.
Do you see man see Yari today, man?
Edison for me.
Nah, but Ericsson ain't that guy, man. Obviously,
Edison's hard.
Edison breaks up the ball and he gives you a bit more. I just feel like
okay, I hear you.
United were willing to do that, and this is the problem. United missed the trick here by not getting another midfielder in the summer, and that was a big issue because you can have Ogati in there, but you got to have a good plus to complement him. Yeah. You know,
he's a good squad player. He's a good squad player, Saeed. He's a squad player.
No, hold on. But yeah, of course, I don't mind saying that. But at the same time, at this minute, he's been playing well for us, yeah. But ultimately, you have to have someone next to him who can get on the ball and move with it. Right now, Kobe Mainu, who can talk about next, yeah, is not doing it right now. He's not. Unfortunately, he's not. Kobe Mainu is not doing and not complimenting well. And I don't. It gets a lot of block against Liverpool, Arsenal, cool. But there was still some. I don't know about you, man, but I thought Kobe Mainu against Arsenal, Liverpool, he didn't really play that.
No, I think you're looking at it wrong, you know. I think you're looking at it wrong. Agati needs a high back line behind him because the centre-back jumps, like what you saw against Liverpool with Martinez jumping whenever Agati went to press. That's what he needs. He needs a high, fast back line, and he's not got that in Maguire and the lick behind him. You know, the midfield is there for the outball for it to be passed and progress forward. But what Agati needs is the back line high so that if he misses that tackle, then the defender, the centre-back, can jump the next pass. That's what he wants. Maguire can't jump that pass. He's looking behind him. He's looking for the ball over the top constantly because he's not got the pace to get back. So he's paranoid stepping up. So that's why there's big gaps in it. Sorry, Musa. That's why there's big gaps in the midfield. You see that today. Like when a guy jumps, Maguire's sitting deep, and then there's just a big hole in the midfield. It's like a big donut that we saw. And we saw that under Tanag as well. That big ring just in the midfield where opponents just walk through. And to me, that's the issue. Agati's not a problem. Agati's doing what he needs to do. He's jumping, but there's no one behind him who's backing him up. And that's the problem. Because the system
said the same thing about Casemiro, isn't it? He needs help, and he never got it. And then
exactly.
I don't think Agati deserves any stick whatsoever from Man United.
Oh, but you just need someone next to him, man.
Right now, might have been our best player.
Yeah, because he's not a problem He's not a problem for now. He's not for going forward when we try to raise the levels, of course. But for where we are as of right now, Agate is fine. He's good.
That's what I'm saying, guys. We need to prioritize in the build up to our creating chances and getting other players involved to score goals. Because right now, obviously, Højlund's getting pelted. Højlund's been crap. But I feel like we need to build the spine and build our second to third phase. Like when we're going from the second to the third phase. Yeah. That's what we need to focus on. Like we need wing backs, man. We need wing backs.
Wing backs, you know. Okay. Mainu, I'm gonna give him he was poor today. I'm gonna give him a 3, man. He was not good enough today. But again, he looks legged. You know, people are trying to put clips up of last time, but again, better suited in a 4-2-3-1 or maybe a 4-3-3. In this system, I can't lie to you, man. I don't want to really be seeing him in the 6th role. And if it means he's benched, he's benched. Simple as that, man.
One thing annoys me on Mainu, like when Amorim come in, he was trying Rashford in the 9, in the 10, Garnacho was a wing back. Yeah. He's playing bare people everywhere. Give Mainu a chance in the 10. The one thing I think he'll see.
Is he going to get that chance? Why are we forcing it if we're not?
This is what I mean. But no, I would like to get that chance. If the manager's giving people chances everywhere, Anthony in the fucking 10, why can Mainu not get half an hour?
You know why, Double? It's back to the issue that I spoke about. Every time you flip him, no one else. He could receive the ball off the back line. Bruno can't. Bruno can progress the ball. He has better passing range. Mainu doesn't. It's just like you keep flip-flopping them. You solve one issue, you have another one. That's why I said, you need to sign someone. You need to help this team out. It's just not good enough. He's going to continue to struggle, unfortunately.
I just want him there. I just want to see him now. I just want to see what because he was a 10, wasn't he? He played further up in the UK.
He'll probably be better. I agree.
He was even a striker. He was a striker still.
How Mason Mount would have been playing in this left 10 role if he was fit, but he's not fit at the minute. So
Mason
crazy.
Mount's a scrub, man.
That guy.
Bruno Fernandes again back to default settings, but you gotta back him, guys. He's the best player.
No, but can I say one thing about Bruno? Can I say one thing
before you go, Rhino? Where's the super chat from last week? You know what I'm saying? People, why don't you talk about Bruno and because he had 2 good games? Played against Southampton was piss poor. You lot are quiet. Piss poor again today. You lot are quiet. This is why we crash it on Bruno, because them 2 performances against Arsenal and Liverpool are
but flawless. Can I say something though? Let's be real though. The man them did question one problem. I'm not defending Bruno in the long term as an over footballer, but one thing that the man them were pissed about is Bruno never turns up in the big games. So it was nice to at least see a bit of difference in the big games.
Mine was. He needs to be consistent. We need 5 games of him playing well.
I praised him for those 2 games. Played very well.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is,
but he's not consistent.
Before I even said
you know why
anything,
he played well for those games?
There's people super chatting talking about why you not spoke about Bruno before we.
They get over giddy with it. Yeah, that's mad.
We played against Southampton are a championship side, and he did nothing.
He should be balling out. Yeah, he should be balling out.
All of a sudden now you lot broke now. You lot can't even write normal comments talking about it. Facts. But quick to drop big super chats talking about because he played well. Finally in the away game. Finally.
No, it's gaslighting. Flawless is gaslighting. But you know what you're saying right now about the big games. When we used to say that, we actually had a better team than this one. So we used to turn up to big games and actually have a little bit more in the ball and trying to play, and he was shit. That's when we had a midfield like Pogba and Matic and them. Why we starved the last 2 games? And I said it on your show last time, Saeed. We love the underdog gimmick. The minute we're the underdogs, and we just all we have to do is just run and stay disciplined, and we're not playing as much ball. Everyone wants to turn up. Now that when you have to be more on the ball, what do you see? Move ball,
ghost.
Hollywood passes, boom, 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 back to grenade football. You can't play grenade football against Arsenal and Liverpool because you don't even have the ball that much. But look now when we have the majority of the ball.
And if Bruno just adds discipline to his game, he'll be such a different player.
No, he can add discipline in his game somewhere else, bro.
If Amorim had anything about him, when he drilled that ball in the first half to no one, when Ahmad was making that run,
take him off.
He should have took him off right from there. That was.
No, but you think he doesn't want to. Remember that look he gave him in the Wolves game? You know he doesn't like him, bro. But you know what it is? He just knows there's nothing else. Like he knows, like I can't bring on anyone else. There's no.
The cheek of Bruno as well. He actually threw his arms up in the air as if he wasn't in the wrong.
All the time,
for the run. I was like, bro.
You blame everyone. He'll blame yo. What are you doing, man? What are you doing, brother? You blame yourself, man. And then he talks today about not. What did he say? Something about mentality or pressure? I said, get out of here, man. You're the least to talk about pressure.
Bruno's bad, man. I feel like. Yeah, but go on, side.
Let's move on to Amad Diallo, man. Again, Mandem. You know how mad it is, The only bit of quality we have here is Amad Diallo. You know how sad that is, Mandem? That these man only get shook. Brighton, I only seen them get shook today when Amad got on the ball, And now everyone's doubling up on him now. They're all doubling up on Amad Diallo, bro.
But you know what annoys me, Saeed, as well, when sorry to cut you off, bro. When he's got the ball, like no one's trying to give him passing options. Or everyone just says, "Oh, go on, Ahmed, save us." No one's trying to come short and help him, and that's so annoying, bro. So annoying. But sorry, Saeed, go on.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like for me, it's like he, like I said to you on that pitch today, was the only one, and like I said, Xerxes as well, who I thought was good in his link-up play, but the problem was he was so deep, there was no one to run off him. You know what I'm saying to you, and make a little run elsewhere.
He needed to be closer to Ahmad, really. He was a bit too far. There's interlinks there to be had. Do you know what I mean? Ahmad's there dying by himself out wide with 3 people pressing, 3 players
so
pressing.
Annoying, bro.
Do you know what I mean? And the team are just letting him down around him, like you say.
Just watching him, bro. It's mad. It makes no sense. Even just as general footballers, go and support the guy, bro. One person going to this pocket, another person going to another pocket. Basics, bro. But they're just watching him drown. It's mad. It's mad, bro.
But that's what Amorim was saying, though. The players weren't playing
Diallo,
in positions. Do you know what I mean? Amorim was saying that the players weren't following the structure, following the drill. Do you know what I mean? They were playing in their own positions. You could see that. For me, with Ahmad, I'm just worried that he's going to lose that desire to, like, you see him. He's the best presser in our team.
I know.
He's the
only presser in our team, bro.
Presser in our team. Do you know what I mean? But the more he's going to continue to play and look around and see that he's alone in this press.
3 man on him, 3 man. Always running to him. And then the bench, who came off the bench? Collier didn't really do much, to be honest with you.
Anthony.
Garnacho, forget about him. Hoyland, forget about him. Yeah, see you later, man. Anyone else?
Anthony's on the way apparently to Sevilla, by the way.
Yeah, Sevilla.
I see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, going Batiste in to Sevilla.
Again, we're not.
Yeah.
Apparently, Fabrizio was talking about we're gonna get someone. I don't think so, man. I doubt we get anyone.
But what's the benefit of a loan? Do you guys think? What's the benefit of us loaning? Okay.
That's it. Rather than be sat on the bench and just be losing value here, you might as well send him out alone and hopefully.
Do you think it's better for us to send him alone rather than add balance to the team? Sometimes he does bring out the best out of Ahmad when he's on the pitch.
Because right now, you just made this valid.
He's shit. He's
terrible. Let me ask a question. The chat here. Do you think there'll be a signing by the end of January? Please, I just want to see your.
I don't trust these lot.
If Anthony leaves, of course we're getting someone this week. 100%.
We have to.
100%. You man sure?
3 signings, I'm saying.
I'm not sure.
That is suicide. Flawless, that is suicide from Ineos. They loan out anyone. It doesn't matter how
exactly what stuff he'd say.
We should, but where's the confidence in them that we are going to sign? I don't get that.
You know what Flawless is? Like, you know when you think someone is dumb, but there's no way you're that dumb. Like you wouldn't go to Ryan though, so you know size and try to fight. That's dumb. I don't need to know that you won't do that. I just think you'd be dumb if you do that. If they go loan anyone out and they don't sign anyone, that is literally. So I'll be in the car park with Saeed.
You have to be.
His car parks.
I'll hit you guys.
Busy these days, no flaws.
Bro, I will go straight from the airport. I'll go straight I'll go straight from the airport to the car
staffing the car park would be hilarious.
Bro, I'll be with my luggage. I'll just camp there. I'm not leaving.
I'll come and pick you up, bro. Don't worry.
I don't even say Staffy. The amount of people in this car park, we might be the Manchester Airport car park. You know what I'm saying? So many people.
I need to come to a game, man. I haven't seen Amorim live yet, so I need to go to a game.
So it's not even Manchester beautiful, bro. I'll be in London.
I'll go there, man. I'll go there, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm there.
I'm gonna be in that area on Tuesday. I might just do a little spin the block quickly.
If we don't buy this carriage, like I said to you, I'm going to be at this quarters 38 Hands Crescent. Yeah, so you lot can get the security ready.
Let's do a mark. Let's do a mark outside.
38 Hands Crescent, and Saeed's gonna be throwing hands.
Ineos are not going to sign any players here, and they let this manager drown. I will be there at 38 Hands Crescent, Knightsbridge, London. So you best prepare, get your security wherever you want, man. But they will be.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I will be. So you're saying AA is hands will be thrown on Hands Crescent? Is that what you're saying?
I don't care.
Ed, can you clarify that you're gonna protest just so you don't get in trouble? This is crazy.
Listen. It'll be the 4th. It'll be the 4th of.
Don't put their address.
Hey, someone just said in the chat this stream's gonna be used as evidence. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. No. You know what else is funny?
I don't condone this, by the way.
The Saeed arrest. Saeed arrest on BBC News. That'll be hilarious.
No, I'm not fighting anyone. I'm not fighting anyone. I'm not using violence.
Yeah, we're joking, people. There's no violence. We're joking.
It's a joke,
protest.
This is all jokes.
It's a peaceful protest, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a peaceful protest, man. If Stop the Oil can go do what they're doing, yeah, we go on peaceful protests. Simple as that.
I lying on the floor, stopping vans going past him.
People don't realize how serious this is, you know. Like if we don't get anyone now, yeah, man, them, yeah.
Saeed, let me do what you said to Traps though. Do you believe in your sign anybody?
No.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, I'm with you on that. I don't think we get anyone in January.
Yeah, but we don't move wild now. We're quiet. We do deals a lot more smoother nowadays. That's what we do. So a few might pop up part of the woodwork.
First week of January, we should have been. We know we needed players from the jump. Like they should have been working on deals already. Someone should be here.
Yeah.
Someone.
Flawless, do you know what I agree with you guys? Because I feel like the way they did smooth business in the summer and the way they did it without us knowing and it was so quick, they must be able to just release these players the same way. It's true. They have to be held accountable. Facts. We need to start. Bro, it's 19th of January, bro.
It wasn't quick though, Rhino. It was fucking. Some of them were long and protracted transfers.
You got in that, innit?
Yeah, Gatti was long. I think even Mazraoui and De Ligt took a little bit longer than we thought. I think.
Remember.
Xerxes took a while. I think. I don't know, man. I think
Xerxes was just as soon as he finished the World Cup, we just got him right away.
We're gonna end the window with the Osman, João Felix.
Ugarte, these fuckers tried to charge us 70 mil because they got what's his name, the Portuguese.
João Neves. Yeah.
João Neves. So they were trying to milk us for João Neves money, and we brought it down. Yeah, which I still thought was a lot. Sorry, De Ligt and Mazraoui, they ruled them out from their season, so they just took forever to accept the fee. They just wanted more money. and we just milked it out. I didn't mind our business in the summer, I'll be honest. And we sold.
No, I thought it was
sold
good. But it could have been quicker, I think, because some of them didn't even meet. Because Mazraoui could have been.
He didn't get in preseason because he was injured. That's different. Ugarte was the
no, I get that.
But we had Delict and Mazraoui, I believe, in preseason.
Yeah. I think for me, like I said, man, they've got to do something because right now, at the minute, bro, this season, like, let's look at the Premier League table just quickly, right? Yeah, because
I was looking at it earlier. It's dark, man. It's dark still.
But you have to show the reality, man, to the people, man.
Ignorance is bliss. You heard that, man. What's wrong with you?
You know what I mean? So right now,
next game, innit? That's all. Next game.
Yeah, one game, match day at a time, man. Match day by match day.
No, I'm just letting you know that this is the reality. 22 games, 7 wins, 5 draws, and 10 losses. Scored 27, conceded 32, minus 5 goal difference. 20.
Can I just say, we got people saying we're getting relegated? Yeah, you know, Ipswich, who were the ones just. Not Ipswich. Who was it last year who got relegated? Luton, 28 points. So you needed 29 points for safety. We only need 3 more points. We're good.
Hey, listen, we got a winner against Palace. They're right in
Liverpool, they got Ipswich next and whatnot. Listen, we ain't get relegated, but the fact that we're down here.
Show Fulham again.
Fulham, they're 7 points ahead of us, bro. 7.
Yeah, we got Fulham and Palace.
We have 7 points.
10, that's what I'm saying to you. So you got to realize from here to there is 10 points, bro. But they're gonna beat us next weekend. They will beat us. I'll be gobsmacked.
9 points. 6 points ahead of us.
Is it at the cottage?
No, 7. Yeah, it's 7. Yeah.
7 is 7, bro. Yes.
Yeah, it's at the cottage.
You just saw what's going on.
Yo, I didn't realize this. The ignorance is bliss, man. I had no
idea. This is why Musa's moving back.
PS5.
I was telling you that. And by the way, since you spoke against Nottingham Forest, have they lost?
Yeah, they've gone on a run. No, they haven't.
They won again.
They've gone on a run.
You said to me, that's what I'm saying.
Are we still getting them 80 league goals you promised us, Saeed, yeah?
Oh my God, man.
Are we just bypassing that?
No, I saw the reality and I stopped. You kept going.
What do you mean? That was 2 weeks. I was like, I resigned after.
No, you kept going for it. You kept going.
I did 2 weeks. I did 2 weeks. No, don't do that. I did 2 weeks after the Newcastle game. Yeah, I stopped 3 weeks in 2, so we did the same.
December 30th.
Yeah. So, and when did I say it? Yeah. So from the Newcastle game, from when I said it, it was 2 weeks before that. Go back and check the clips.
What I also said was that Nottingham Forest had won 5 games in a row, and you said they're going to.
But you think they're going to fall off too?
Oh, you're doing it again now, Flawless.
You're saying I don't think they're going to be.
So do you think? Okay, so let me ask you then, Saeed. Do you think Nottingham Forest finished second?
You're doing this again, no, Flawless. You were saying this 3 weeks ago, and then they went on a run again.
I am asking the question. I ask you. Do you think Nottingham Forest finished second?
I think the way that back two, that centre back, and the attacker, I think they'll maintain it.
Are we saying that? So you both have Nottingham Forest finishing second at the end of the season.
Top four.
All right, okay then.
I think the top 5 will only be about 3 or 4 points difference between second and 5th.
It'll be close because it's normally close.
So even if Forest finish 5th, they'll be like 3 points from second.
And you said when we played Newcastle, when did we play Newcastle?
We played Newcastle.
No, I'm just saying they won't.
Wait, no, you go. So that's 2 weeks.
But the thing is, literally, I was telling you, right? We're not getting top 6. We're so many points ahead of at that time.
Saeed, was this the PS5 conversation?
Yeah, it was the PS5.
The whole PS5.
Same way. I told you also that we weren't getting 80 league goals, Saeed, and you persisted.
I understand that. But after the thing is, you got to remember,
Same way you back Ineos, man. You have title talking about Ineos were cooking and all this.
3 games. I stopped
what we talking about.
Yo, listen, after 3 games, I realized that ain't happening.
And I said it
on. And listen, it's not Dick. You saying you kept it on until December. That's it. That's all
what
it
do
is.
you mean? I said it on the 15th of December. Initially, it just said there in the chat.
But are you saying it now, Flawless? Are you saying they're going to fall off now?
That Newcastle game scarred me.
That was the first time you said it, Flawless. That was the first time you said it. And last time you said it was recently.
Hey, you said Mason Mount's world class. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? We could all do that, man. We could all do that, man. You said Onana's top 4, man. You said Bruno's world class. You said Bruno's world class, man. What are we talking about here, man? You said Mason Mount.
We're gonna be held. We're gonna be held day.
He
got
did.
it.
Hey,
That's
We
the
can all
Mason
put.
Mount.
Hey,
It's
I got a
it's
great
not
memory.
That's
propaganda.
my guy, bro.
It's
That's
I'm
my
saying,
guy, flawless.
The Mason Mount is propaganda.
This is what we're doing. This is
I'm
all because
suing. I'm suing for the Mason Mount.
I'm backing you,
Guys,
bro.
everyone relax.
That's like that. You know what? This
serious.
is double A. This is all because of
I'm
the summer.
serious.
Because Saeed don't want to go pull up that tweet about how
Yeah,
many league
exactly.
goals he's scoring. Go
I
pull up
remember,
that
bro.
tweet,
'Cause,
Saeed.
yeah, we was
Screen
in the
share
show,
that
bro.
tweet.
I remember being on the show.
Screen share that
and
tweet.
we was cooking. We was cooking Saeed
It's
about it.
shocking that saying. I can't believe that, man.
Screen share that tweet. I knew Ash was there. Go screenshot that tweet now.
We was
Man,
on
we're
the
talking
show
about
talking
Wait,
about-
Flawless,
25
you know
goals
what's the
between
best thing
Hoyland
about
and
that
Xerxes?
tweet? He had the goals broken up by player. Oh, this player
Yes.
10, this player 12.
Oh, I remember that as well. I remember that.
Xerxes getting 30 goals between
That
them.
was Ash's tweet.
We
That was
got
Ash's
30 goals as a team.
No. Don't we talk about this? I mean,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
a
you.
shame.
Now all of a
Yeah.
sudden, everyone got bad memory now. Wi-Fi is cut out. Bad
Man,
line.
You know what? Do you know in Saeed's defense, Saeed just gets a bit giddy. I think Saeed gets a bit giddy. That's what it is.
But
Yeah,
the
obviously,
Forest
all
one,
this
I
guy
admit
to
that
switch
I
the
got that
whole
wrong.
thing.
I didn't carry. Yeah, 100%. I didn't expect Forest to carry.
When did
on the way he
everyone
carried them.
predict United to finish the season, by the way? I said top three.
You said top three.
as well.
Top
I
three,
said-
yeah.
I said top three.
What did everyone say?
I think I said the same, you know.
I said 7.
I didn't expect.
It's hope, innit?
I
No,
demanded.
no,
Yeah, so, but
I
they-
didn't
they-
expect top
There's a
three.
difference between expectation and what you kind of
demanded.
there's
I demanded top three.
Yeah, there's a
That's what I
difference.
wanted.
Yeah, but
There's a
we can all
difference.
demand what we like. What we get is a whole different
I
thing.
didn't think
That's
we would
what-
finish it, but I was demanding that from Eric Ten Hag on
What
his
did you
third
think?
season.
Musa, what did
What
you
I
think?
thought
Where
was
did you
like-
think
Yeah,
they would
no,
finish?
Chelsea. So.
I thought
where did
finish
you-
a European spot, like 6 or
Okay.
something.
Okay.
I demanded
I was
Ten Hag.
demanding, but for all the
You know
Eric
what?
Ten Hag in, man, I was demanding that their manager
That's
finish
where.
third.
You know what it is? You know what it is, yeah?
600 million spent.
You know what it was, yeah, Mandem. I'll be honest with you, yeah. I made that prediction because I was pissed off with Ten Hag out inners, yeah. Because first of all, he got the new job, yeah, which I was pissed off about, yeah. He got the extension to his job. Then, yeah, I had all these men in my mention saying, "Yo, Ten Hag staying, you're gonna cry, this and that." So I said, "Cool, say no more, yeah." I'm gonna say, you know what, you man, finish top 3. That's what I did. So I basically went into the mode of, you know what, F everyone else here. I'm demanding we set a precedent of top 3 finish here because everyone's gassing up Ten Hag. By the way, they're all saying to me, "Ten Hag's here, hold that. We got our manager. He's got Ruud van Nistelrooy. He's got Rennie Hat. Cool. He's here and he's basically here to stay. So you man got hold that." I said, "Yeah, cool. Then say no more. Finish top 3." So maybe my one didn't come from my kind of the reality of what I knew. Because the reality of what I knew is I don't rate Ten Hag. But what I did was I said, you know what? You man, you know, hold on a minute. I said, you man, we're finishing top 3 then, innit? Say no more. And then man all got a bit gassing. Yeah, why not? We can finish top 3.
I think you're trying to screw him out.
Yeah, I'm not.
I haven't.
No, he did though, because listen,
Be serious.
if Saeed wanted him
serious.
out in the summer, you can't go from wanting a manager out to saying he'll finish top 3.
No, because you know why? No, because you know why?
no.
I expected now, Musa, because I did what I flipped it. I said, if man
Yeah, I know what
spends
you did. I know
no,
what
but
you
I
did.
flipped it. Said if
You
you're
put it on a
demanding,
canvas.
if you've got 600 million spent, yeah, not even 600 million, 800 million. If you're spending 800 million, yeah, and the
In your
manager's
third
here,
year.
third season, I said finish top 3 then.
Yeah, you have
Finish
to.
top 3
Yeah.
and win a
That's
trophy.
what I
That
did.
was my
That's what I
demand.
did. Yeah, that's what I
That's
did.
what we did. The reality was, I knew, cool. I don't rate the manager. I could have easily said 5th, 6th, whatever. But I said, nah, these guys are pissing
Don't
me
let
off.
them get out
Finish
with
top
that.
3. That's what I did.
Saeed out here doing I'm rubber your glue. Do you know what I mean? Nah, I'm not
No, but the thing is, though, you got to remember, and all these guys talking about Liverpool. Did anyone expect Liverpool to be top of the league? No.
Where
So
did you predict Liverpool though, Saeed? What did you think?
Fourth.
Okay, first. See,
I
that's all
did.
mine. When I can't stop you, guess what?
Arsenal to win the league. Arsenal to win the league. Man
You had
City
Arsenal winning the league.
Yeah, the 3rd season. I said, yo, you have to win the league.
I had Chelsea.
You
I
must-
had Chelsea
No,
with
again,
them.
we need to separate.
A lot of people
the
had
you
Arsenal
must.
to win the league this year.
Yeah, no, we need to forget the you must and what we like should
Yeah.
happen and
Yeah,
what we
facts.
think. These we
Yeah.
when did we demanding stuff become thing? Manchester United shouldn't be in 13th. I hear that, but guess what? Wait, we are 13th. We are there. We have to deal with it.
Yeah.
What we talking about here?
There's a big difference.
Like,
Okay, I'm just giving
No,
you
but
my
what we're
prediction.
saying
Like,
this,
you see
Flawless,
this?
is that
You see people,
you know,
everyone watching this. I own my shit like with the Forest one. Like man, did I expect Forest to do
Cool.
this? Hell no.
Cool. Again, it's predictions, isn't it? Again,
Yeah,
Man City have had a
absolutely.
fall off.
I just don't
Nobody's
squirm
predicting
out
that.
of it. Whatever
Man
double
City's
A
have
said
this
about
mad
rubber
fall
and
off.
glue. Yeah, all right.
But did you expect the fall off of Man City? Nobody expected the fall of Man City.
No.
You picked Man City to win the league.
Yes.
There you go. Did you expect them to have this fall off? Of course, nobody knows anything. We're just making a prediction.
Yeah, we're
I said
making
Arsenal
predictions,
to
but
win
I
the
think
league.
Arsenal winning the league is crazy.
Arsenal win the league.
That's just me. That's
okay. This is my prediction. I went with Arsenal win the league. I went with Man City second, third United, Liverpool fourth, and then Chelsea fifth. Right now, Chelsea are fifth. Obviously, the rest of them they're a bit messy. But the season's been bad. Did I expect Man United to be finished to be 14th? Did anyone expect Man United to be 14th?
Yeah, all I want to say is, goal-wise, we need to score 53 goals in the next 16 games to match the goal prediction that you had for us. So,
yeah, of course,
good luck with that prediction. I hope you didn't put no money on it. You're not making that money.
I didn't put no money on that one. But like I said, man, no one's really predicting anything. We're just giving. My one came from expectation, not reality.
Predicted.
How many times did I say that? After reality.
Nah, I'm just saying for me, when it's what I think. I'm not saying what should happen. That's my prediction, right or wrong. That's
for example, now next season, even if like I said, we get signings that we want to get. I don't, for me, look at Man United finishing top 4 next season. I don't. If they do, it's a surprise. But I'm not predicting Man United finishing 4th next season.
But there's so many variables with that side depending on the business we do and the business that.
No, I think there's too much to do. I think the expectation is still like there's still top teams. For me.
Okay, but let's say
top 6 United.
It's not going to happen. But let's say hypothetically, Saeed, let's say hypothetically, in your eyes, it's not going to happen. We have a perfect window, and other teams don't and lose top players. That could happen. That could change your opinion.
Could happen. Should anything?
Yeah, it's not going to. I'm just saying hypothetically. We know Ineos, we ain't gonna have no perfect window.
Maybe, but I'm not. For me, I think we're too far away. So now again. You're seeing this right now. Next season, I have low expectations. Low. You get me? It's better to the league because I don't believe unless we get rid of all these players here, which I don't think is going to happen in 1 year. Yeah, because we don't trust Ineos. So all of this is not going to happen in 1 year. Next year, I'm not saying that Man United are going to do these mad stuff. Might be a cup run again. You never know because we've already done that. But in terms of the league, I'm not expecting a lot from the league again. That's all I'm saying on that one. Does anyone think they're going to finish?
We're not really gonna have any proof.
There you go.
We can predict that because, like, let's say we do get an overhaul in the summer. That's just like a lot of new players with a new manager. So there's actually nothing to go back. Like, there's no track history where we can look at, be like, yeah, this is where we're gonna finish. We're a top 4 team now. It's just gonna be a season that we're gonna have to learn so much about this new team. So we just gotta ride it with what it is.
New direction.
Facts, 100%. But listen, we're gonna wrap it up here, man. There's 2K likes. Big up to everyone here, man. What a show, man. Flip it down, man. Flip it down. Listen, you do realize this show is like a therapy, man. But the thing is, I'm more stressed after the show, man. Like,
why are you stressed? What's going on?
When I look at the league, I'm stressed.
It's because of Musa. That's why. Stop inviting Musa, and you'll be less stressed.
With that Onana talk. Yeah, come on.
Yo, it's Musa, man.
No, Onana talk was horrible, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Look at him, it's Musa, man. Look, he knows what he's doing.
Can he give Traps a suspension, like a 1-game suspension?
Musa, look at him.
Flawless, Flawless is gonna fling me in the ground with some propaganda. He's gonna set me up again. He's gonna set me up, and he's gonna have me looking wild.
Musa, that wasn't me. I didn't clip that up. Someone else clipped that up. I didn't clip that up. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
I don't even care about getting.
There's only 2 points. There's only 2 points between 9th and 4th. That's mad.
Yeah, listen.
Don't forget Traps with the De Gea talk as well. That was madness. Traps with the De Gea talk.
My days, man. I can't believe it, bro.
Troublemakers, man. That's what it is, troublemakers.
LT, right. Just got some thing here. Anthony has agreed every detail of his loan move. Man United set to deal this week. Round of talks. Okay, cool. Here we go soon. So here we go soon for Anthony. Who's
that from, Saeed? Who posted? Who tweeted
right now? Just
okay.
Yeah.
But here we go soon, man. LT says Onana wasn't even good with his pens, but not this bad. It's crazy. You lot need to get some steroids. United's in the relegation battle with Spurs. Amorim out. Vin says we need to have a discussion about Ineos. Gave Everton another 200 million when he should have been sacked, and now back in Amorim 3 weeks into January transfer window. Frauds or not back in. Big up to you. Burn Inside his back says, can't believe what I'm hearing. Anyone at the club listening to that? Players assistant easy to throw under the bus. Another River Island wannabe visionary absolutely absolved himself, and you let him. I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about the manager there. Wow, that's crazy. River Island wannabe, that's mad. And Blaze of United don't even need to spend big. Anguissa, Aino, Kimmich, Partey, all free agents. Very risk to improve. Nah, bro. Blaze, please.
You know what?
Apart from Ola Aino and maybe Anguissa, man. Nah, bro. They're all on the down.
Anguissa, no.
Listen, with Partey, I need him in games in Spain. That's all I'm gonna leave it at, bro. I don't want. There's a reason why he's gonna be.
Players, they're all getting old and they're all, you know what I mean, low key washed.
Retired. Man.
Allow it, man. So you really to stop doxing football is a
That's public information, by the way. That's public information. So what he's talking about, you have to address. It's public information.
They put it out there on Google, mate. Be careful, take my advice, work in business thing.
Man, Googled it.
Man, Googled it, bro.
It's on Google.
Bro, this guy, man, I swear down. Saeed, big up Winter Services. Saeed will be present at the Crescent this year.
Big up Winter.
Mama just says, folks, Amorim was irresponsible today. Hats on the players. That's what affects sponsors, partnership, even selling players, reckless clown. You should not speak like that. And when
drop the agenda, Mama Digit.
It's 5. Do you know? Unless you
can't bear words on that, bro. Just send an extra super chat.
That's a safe bet. Saeed got me.
Oh, this Mama Digital.
How many got me with that one?
How many super chats we're calling out the manager? Just drop the agenda. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Complaining about everything.
Man.
It could be. What's that guy called, man? There's a guy who hates Ineos, man. I forgot. He kept super chatting. Remember the other week. Forgot his name, man. But,
he's not even cooking Ineos. He's just talking about the manager. He called the manager.
Yeah, no, manager. Yes, I'm saying. Sorry, manager. Yeah, manager. Yeah. He might have changed his name. Actually, you know what? Has he made like spelling mistakes in there and that? Yeah, it might be him. You know.
I mean, Nedu.
No, Nedu. He's listen. Shout out to Nedu, man. But that's crazy. We had Civil War, man, last week, man. And guess what it was about? Anthony and Garnacho, can you believe?
Anthony and Garnacho. Today,
the worst today we have Onana on. Well, I think you know what it is, man.
Guy here, man.
I think we need a reset. You know what it is, I think we need a reset from all everything. Like we need fans. We need we need a whole reset, man. We need to go to some we need to go like in some where we have no phones. Rehabilitation,
like a retreat, a retreat on that. Yeah, like
why we go to the retreat? We'll come back and
realize it's Nedu and Musa.
United is
the Anthony Defense League. Nedu and Musa are Anthony Defense League, bro.
We need to lock off, man. Football. You know we need a lockdown.
Yo, Musa, we'll get you.
Nedu last time we had lockdown. Nedu said he's ready to fly man out. Nedu said he would fly man out. He said, listen, whoever wants smoke, I'll fly you out.
Listen, Nedu needs to put that money to give that money to Ineos, bro, because we're desperate for a signing. So.
Yo, we need a lockdown, but we need a lockdown, We need to play behind closed doors,
Saeed's about to do another vlog in the next international break with Nedu.
Said we need a lockdown. Here I am, guys. Saeed's trying to bring a new COVID strain into town.
COVID 25.
We need listen, I'm not wishing it on anything, but I'm saying we need a lockdown, We need a lockdown, We need no fans, and we need NHS badge on, and we need to get these players sorted out, bro. I'm telling you, NHS Man United is the best thing that's ever happened in the last couple of years, bro. I'm telling you, goals galore. It was cold that year, man. You know what I mean? We had Rashford, who else? Greenwood, Martial, Pogba, and that. You know what I mean, bro? Cavani, brother, give me that. Give me them years back, bro. It's crazy out here. But listen,
4 of these guys right now are with the Boca Juniors, so maybe you should do a Boca Juniors watch alongside.
Brother, and the Herrera and Rojo, it's crazy.
Herrera, Rojo, Cavani, and Romero, they're all there.
All our players are doing well, McTominay's doing well. Fair play to him. Who else is out there? Watch Anthony now when I watch Real Betis watch-alongs. He might do a couple of...
you know what? That means if he plays well, hopefully he does. Then we can get some bread from him in the summer. Hopefully he balls out over there.
Playing well.
United is the problem. I told you. United is the problem, man. We're the problem. That's the end.
I hear a rumor, Anthony did so many 360s. He got confused and thinks Real Betis is Real Madrid. I'm just saying.
Terrible.
He's going to rebuild his career. See, Anthony. Harold is Anthony.
And the stream.
Harold is Anthony.
He's like 22 or something, or 21. 22 or
23.
Or 23.
23.
Oh, is it 24?
Same age as Sancho.
24, man.
24.
He's
25. When he came, he was like 22.
He's going to rebuild his career, man. He's going to do it.
Listen.
Yeah, he's 25. He turns 25 this year.
Yeah, this year, yeah. So, listen. But, guys, make sure you don't like the like on the button. You get me? This is going to be a long, long week, man. You get me? Got to deal with midday live tomorrow and then Big Six. And then, man, it's long, man. I can't lie.
Dark times.
Listen, man, Toby, they're 15th as well. Man, if we're bad, bro, Tottenham are shit as well, man. It's crazy, Them, man, I'm finished, bro. I swear.
Man, just hanging on, boy.
They don't got Solanke now for 6 weeks.
Hey?
Solanke's out for 6 weeks.
They might buy a striker, They might buy a striker.
6 weeks.
Bro, they might buy on Richarlison, bro.
Yeah, they might buy striker, bro. They might buy striker. You don't even for us. So who knows?
Yeah, they can have William, bro. I'll tell you that.
Oh, listen, man, you can have everyone, man, if you want to, man. But listen, man, them Ash, big up to you, man. Love for coming on, bro.
Oh, great show as always, and the boys in chat and that. Ash Meppers, YouTube. I got the Southampton vlog, and then I don't even want to do the vlog for the Brighton game, but I'm going to put it up, so it'll be up there tomorrow. I don't know why anyone would watch it, but yeah, you know, it's what it is, isn't it?
Phenomenal content. That's why, Ash. That's why.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's terrible. Do you know what I mean? I'm just sitting there depressed in it, in the cold, freezing cold. You know, I got foot warmers on. I didn't charge my heated gilet today, so I'm freezing my tits off. Do you know what I mean? It was cold, and yeah, it was awful. But yeah, there we are. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're vlogging, and Double A is getting shit for it. So.
Yeah.
Nah, you listen. I got nearly kicked out of the stadium, Staffy, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I got told to come back. Yeah,
Europa League, wasn't it?
Yeah, Europa League. Yeah.
Big up to Staffy, man. Love.
No, big up, bro. Listen, I knew there was gonna be a therapy session today. I hit up Saeed right after the game. I was like, "You're streaming tonight," and he was like, "Yeah, 9 p.m." And I was like, "Bro, send me the link." I know I'm available today. I was like, "Just send me the link, bro." I needed to be Amorim's Defense League today. And listen, big up to all the guys here. And big up to the chat. Obviously, smash a like on the video, subscribe, and yeah, check me out, bro. Check out my channel. I went live before this, obviously, just reacting to the game. So I post like almost on a daily. So just make sure you check me out. My ad is always here right before. When I go live. So just check me out. Staffy_TV. But big up, bro.
Big up, man. Big up, man. Big up to you, Double A, man.
Yeah, man. Good show. Do you know what, Saeed? I always notice. I know one thing I've got to say straight away. It's pissed me off the old show. I can't believe I left it till the very end. Your title says Man United 3, Brighton 1. I mean, that's wishful thinking.
It doesn't though.
The StreamYard one.
That's the StreamYard one.
Yeah. When you fix it on YouTube, it doesn't fix StreamYard.
Got you. That's because it pissed me off the old show. I was pissed off as it was. But other than that, it's always good to be. I love every single one here, all the brothers. But this show only gets heated when we bring guests in. When it's the four of us, we're all calm. Do you know what I mean?
Because the troublemaker, that's why. It's him. I'm telling you, this guy.
He was dropping it first.
What time I'm ready to go?
I started with traps and I heard the hey and I lost my shit. I was like, nah, bro, I'm throwing a grenade.
Normally, I'm about to go sleep. I log in because the early start Monday morning. And then I see Flawless gaslighting me, and I'm like, flipping it. I need to get home. Flawless is always gaslighting.
It's been a good show. I can't go around the table like I normally do, big enough or not, but it's always good to be with Rhino and Musa and Staffy as well. It's always nice to chat with them. So, yeah, man, big up to Saeed, always having us on. Best chat on YouTube, always keeping us on our toes and that. Myself, obviously, FCAA, the YouTube there. I think I'm now 107 away from 1,000. So listen,
come on, people, man.
If there's bare people in here, if 107, if you can go over now, you could go and get me over that mark now. The link's in the chat. I just dropped it. My Brighton vlog will be out tomorrow as well. Possibly going to be my last vlog after what happened with that steward today, trying to kick me out on that. So could be my last one. So
he kicked you off. Kicked you off of vlogging.
Oh, brother. So I was leaving. Yeah, as I was leaving, I was filming myself leaving. I like just out the gate, and then some woman's gone. Excuse me. I said you couldn't come in with this. Never laid my eyes on her, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. It ain't me. She went, what gate? I said, what gate was it? She picked my gate. I was like, listen, you didn't stop me. An Asian brother patted me down and let me in. No one's tried to stop me. She's like, well, that CCTV camera tell me you're lying. I said, it's going to show you you're a fool because I had never met you before in my life. But I was outside the stadium by this point, and she went, give me your ticket details. I told her, fuck off on a what? I was like, I ain't giving you nothing. You ain't catching my season ticket and blocking me and kicking me out. No way. So it could be... what I'm thinking of now, I hope United aren't watching, I'm going to have to go to a different gate now and then walk through go to a different place because I know she's going to be there the next game waiting for me and all that now. So maybe I might shave it. Not shaving my beard. But you know what I mean? It could be my last one, to be fair. Who knows?
Yeah.
And I double lace your kits in the background, man. Bring us back to the sharp view cam days, bruv. You know when Giggs the last minute score from Giggs packing Arsenal and that. Bring us back to them days, bruv. I said
I take AIG to be fair, bro. Anything.
Big up, man. Make sure you follow it, man. Rhino, big up to you, man.
Yeah, big up, man. You lot smash the likes on the video, man. It's all love, man. Come on, let's smash the likes, man. And yeah, we're here, man. Let's just ride the storm, guys. Man. Let's ride the storm, man. Believe in Amorim till it's maybe right to say question. I think it's a bit too early, guys, man. But I hear it at the same time. But big up the man as always. Smash the likes on the video, people. Big up Saeed and Double A, Ash, Flawless, Musa, and big up Staffy as well. And big up Traps, my guy as well, man. It's all love, man. It's all love, man.
Yeah, opposite. A big up to Musa, man. Big up to you.
Yeah, big up. Thank you for, inviting me on today. I had my pen and paper. I was ready. I had some stats and all of that, but I said, let me just leave. I didn't even start, man. I didn't even start, Saeed, because the amount of goals we let in, I'm fuming. I'm telling you, I think in our excitement, we haven't really scrutinized not just the manager, because obviously he's new at the job, but I think his whole team, his whole setup, the amount of corners we've conceded. It's not every week we're playing Arsenal. Like when we conceded corners against Arsenal, it was one thing, but the corners that we've conceded to all across the board to different teams, there's a few things going on, and I don't know. I just want us to be a bit more just not just on the players, but onto everyone, Ineos, everybody. We just got to be on them, man. So it is what it is. But like I said, I can't see us winning again anytime soon. It's long, brother. We're just gonna come on here to moan and just it is what it is. I'm telling you, there's no wins. I was gonna go Fulham next week, but now I'm looking at it. I want to tell my brethren the season ticket holder, forget about that. But I ain't coming out there.
Bro, I hear you. I fully hear you, man. Big up to Flawless, man. We're gonna redirect to Flawless right now. You get me? Carry on the conversation and that. And yeah, man. I don't know if Jacob's coming on later on, or is anyone who said?
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't know who's joining for the sports Q&A. But first and foremost, big up for having me on, Saeed. Appreciate it, man. So thank you very much for allowing me on your platform. Salute to everyone. Obviously, Ash, Double A, regulars, Musa, even though you're such a gaslighter. Shout out to you, Rhino, my G, Staffy, who was here as well. Traps also. Big up to you all. Large up the chat as well, man. Big up to the chat and everyone that has tapped in. And we're all passionate, man, about the football club, and we all are very, very unhappy. That's why you see the clashes, you see people, but we all want Manchester United to be better than this. That's where it is. But yeah, in regards to what I got coming up, Saeed's gonna redirect to the sports Q&A, so just be answering questions from the chat. And then unfortunately, I got the United Liverpool pod with Beijing Reds TV. So yeah, that should be fun. You know what I'm saying? That should be great. So yeah, and yeah, subscribe to the channel because I'm 51 away from 14K. On the YouTube channel, so subscribe, man. Get me to 14K, please. If United ain't gonna be successful, at least let my channel have some form of success. So yeah, big up, man. Always.
Big up, man. Big up to you guys. Make sure you lot smash a like on the video. Subscribe to, like I said, to everyone's channels. And yeah, man, like I said, man, we're in the mud, but we move, man. Thursday, I think our next game, Rangers at home in the Europa League. Damn. If we lose that one, it might be well and truly season over, mate. Because boy, hey, listen, it ain't easy. We're out, peace.